Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to Real Figures. This is episode number 52. My name is Omar V. Bring you the latest action figure toy news of the week. Every 2 weeks in a day. Man, what's up with you guys, man? I fucking had to postpone my stream yesterday, bro. Like Hasbro. I think that's the thing to do now. It was some kind of controversy I had to postpone. Nah, man. What's up with you guys, man? How's everybody doing tonight? Kind of last minute stream, super last minute. I was like fucking dead ass tired yesterday. I was like, I had somewhat of a show ready, but I still had like a few more things to do. But ended up going to a fucking soccer game and then got home. And then fuck, man, my little dog, man, she's not really feeling too well. So I was like, man, you know what? I'm not gonna do no stream. I'm not gonna be fucking in the right state of mind. And then yeah, today I kind of took her to the vet and stuff. So I was just kind of busy all morning, and I was like, man, can I get this stream off later on? Let me see what's up. So yeah, happily finished the show and got it ready for today. Plenty of cool stuff to talk about, man. It's ramping up for SDCC, so we got a couple exclusives to look at. DFW exclusive to look at. Hey yo, the Joe killer coming from Bobby. Yeah, we got plenty of cool stuff, man. Like always, we'll get into that. But before that, I want to go through my pickups because I've been racking up some cool toys, some cool shit out there, guys. Thankfully, I always know these things come in stock. Ended up getting that Spinosaurus hammock collection. This thing is fucking nice, bro. Like just the shape of this fucking thing's head, it just reminds me of like a duck. But then if you look at like the front, kind of like a fucking crocodile too, you know? Dinosaurs are just so fucking awesome. This thing is crazy, bro. It's like fucking huge. But just the detail that Hammond collection puts into it, Mattel, like I don't even mind. They're not 112. Like I kind of mentioned that before. It's just too fucking big, bro. Like nobody needs all that shit, you know? And then yo, speaking of Bobby coming through with the fucking 6 shooters, I got 3 of these guys. He had like a sale Memorial Day or something, so kind of went in for a couple of these. And then fuck, I'm stupid. I had bought some of his previous Steel Brigades. I would have wanted a little bit of a discount, but I did go in for some of the hand packs. So I got all my dudes in hand packs. Got a little middle finger action. I think it's fucking awesome. I was like, I really just wanted that one hand. So I was like, oh, well, whatever. So I got that, and then also coming through from McFarlane, toystore.com, got the cyborg soups. Ended up buying 2 of those because I was like, you know what, that's a badass figure. And man, just to kind of round out a little bit of the shipping, I got some of the Super Friends. I got the Lex right here, and then I haven't opened the what was the other ones, the fucking Sinestro. And then I got the Batman and the Green Lantern. I gotta backtrack that fucking Red Chase Riddler, man. I saw it go in stock on GameStop one time, and stupidly, I didn't buy it. I was like, I'm not collecting that line, whatever. And then Savage Crucible, man, coming through. Just got this in the mail today. Warrior with ball and chain. Fucking awesome, bro. Been waiting for this one. Been seeing a couple of reviews on it, some unboxings. They're killing it, bro. They're fucking killing it, man. Mattel, stop being assholes. License out Motu to these guys at Harbinger Studios because I feel like they'll put together a fucking dope ass fucking Masters of the Universe line. And then from HLJ, I got my delivery. I had a couple of things in there I needed to ship out, so I ended up getting this Rebel Tech X-Force Deadpool. I got the regular one too. I don't know why the fuck I even bought these things. I saw them in my warehouse. I was like, why the fuck did I order that shit? And I'm really stoked about this, man. I got this for fucking $35, dude. There was like a sale. And I was like, you know what? What are the odds that you find anything cool? I was like, skimming through a bunch of fucking anime statues, and then I always wanted this shit, man. I just thought it was just too pricey. I have the Cap and I have the Thor. I just wanted that Endgame, that Trinity. I was like, yo, let me get this shit. And I never wanted to pay for it because it was just, I only want to pose it just when he's snapping his finger. So when I saw it for $30, I was fucking stoked. And then I got Lady Tsunade. So fuck yeah, I'm stoked for this one. Fucking need to open it, man, but her tits ain't big enough. Low key. Low key. And then the snail shell. I got a couple of snail shells. Got 2 of them, man, just because fuck, these things are hot, bro. These are hot tickets. I was like, you know what? can never have too many maids with guns, bro. And then also I needed to ship this out. I did open this before the show. I was like, yeah, this shit's crazy, bro. I was like, holy fuck, man. I was like, dude, we're gonna take a look at another one. I think that company does like the best repaints, dude. It's like I don't even look at them as repaints. It's just like an awesome figure again, you know. But yeah, we can get into that stuff. But that's all I got. That's all I got. I haven't opened these like HLJ just because I got that in on Saturday. Like I said, it's kind of busy over the weekend. But let me know what you guys are picking up, what your guys' thoughts on this stuff is. You guys are digging the stuff you're getting, disappointed in some of this stuff. Because yeah, sometimes it's like, I don't know. I just like toys if I just for goofy fun. Like this shit is just I love the paint work on this. The head sculpts are fucking awesome. I was like, man, these are kind of pretty good for 6-inch scale. Like I said, it's just these ugly ass outdated joints. But hey man, it still looks like a cool leg. I actually took a picture of this shit, posted on my X account. Got this food with the cyborg suits. So it just looks funny. But yeah, man, let me know what you guys are picking up, like I said, and we'll get into some of the show. I'll say what's up to the chat. Chat sliding in here. We got a Zoom, so he's gonna have to catch the replay. He's probably out fucking some hoes or something. Shout to Zoom. Yeah, NYC says, "What the fuck you been?" I think he meant where the fuck you been. Shout out to NYC. Ghost Tab is in the building. Yo, what's up, Ghost Tab? He says, "Happy Father's Day." Yeah, happy Father's Day to everybody, man. Hope you guys had a good one. You guys have kids, or you guys still have your dad around and stuff. Always celebrate that stuff, man, because yeah, you never know when will be the last time, you know. It's a crazy ass world out there. Akai, you trying to dodge me? Be weird. Oh, come on, man. No, we don't do that around here. Obi-Wan is in the house. This is K Pasa. What's up, Omar? What's up, Obi-Wan? How you doing, bro? We got KJ in the house. What's up, peace? Yo, what up, KJ? Saw Sky in another stream right now. Shout out to Kaiju Daddy, man. I like that guy's streams, dude. He always, I don't know why. Those guys have like great chemistry too, man. They got like really good show that they put together. Ghost Test says Tony Stark snapping the Infinity Glove is the second most important person for me getting on their knees. Hey, yo! Oh, man. Dude, for real. I just wanted him to pose it out like that because, like I said, I got the cap and I got the Thor. I was like, I just want to kind of have that like in a little movie display that I got. I don't want to get all the Avengers because I just feel this is overkill, you know? So I wanted to get Thor, wanted to get Cap. I ended up getting those like fucking years ago, and that's the last one. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna catch that on sale one day, like a cool $70. I think I seen it drop down to like 80 one time, but man, for 35, I was like, fuck, that's crazy good, you know? But yo, like I was saying, we got some exclusives to kind of get into and stuff, and actually kind of just wanted to jump right into them, man. Start off with NECA TMNT Summer 4-pack. We got this coming to SDCC as an exclusive, and I gotta say, man, I feel like NECA does SDCC exclusives right. They're pretty cool pieces, but they're not really necessary, like, you know, to any kind of collection. I mean, unless you're a turtle bro. In that case, you're kind of, you know, you're punching your screen right now, because yeah, you would want every fucking TMNT release. But I feel like this is like they make for good exclusives, you know. It's just like a fun pack. You don't really need to go buy it, especially during that weekend. You know, all kinds of companies are going to be showing stuff off. Money's going to be tight. Money's going to be tight. People are going to be spread thin, but man, they still bring it, you know. They still bring pretty cool stuff. Cause I think these turtles just look fun. I really like the Leo. Like Leo to me just looks like the raddest. I've been to the beach plenty of times. I've never rocked like a top hat like that, but that shit looks just hilarious, you know. I love it. The shirts that they're wearing, like the Hawaiian shirts. It's just, yeah, like I said, it's just all kinds of fun. You got the surfboards. You know, you get some wicked good photography with this stuff, especially around the time of like this con, obviously summer. I dig what they do, man. Even if it's not for me, it's like I said, it's not something that's like over the top necessary. Like you must have it. But unless you're a fan, you know, obviously, you know, you're probably gonna have this on your radar to cop. And it's something cool. It's something cool. It's something you're still gonna enjoy. You're not gonna feel like, man, I just had to get it just because, you know, I'm a completionist or whatever. It's still cool, and you can still have a lot of fun with this. So I saw this and I thought it was pretty rad. You know, it got some cool accessories that they got. Like I said, you get the surfboards. You get that big ass surfboard, you know, where they can all fucking ride that shit. That's awesome. And then you got that cool wave. Like that's a cool effect. You know, it's like man, I've seen plenty of times people ask Marvel Legends for Bobby Iceman, you know, come with like a fucking ice wave, something cool, something dope that you can kind of pack in, and the character needs it. You know, it's a power set that the character needs. So this is awesome. Like this is awesome. This is like everything you need to just have a cool, you know, good fun with your turtles in the summer. You probably hit the pool or something. Go to the beach. You take these to the beach, you're having the most fun. I don't give a fuck what you say, bro. This is the most fun at the beach. You got these guys. So cool offering from NECA. But it didn't stop there. From there, they also got Chucky on the surfboard, where as much as I like that TMNT set, I felt like this was a little bit overkill. It is pretty goofy looking and fun in that aspect. More than anything, I think I'll want the Thunder Shades on this guy, bro. I feel like those are cool little sunglasses, and this being kind of more 7-inch scale, but on a smaller body, I feel like this could definitely fit like on a 112 figure. Like I said, I can have plenty of fun with the TMNT stuff, but this just looks a little bit too goofy. It's like a little bit off kilter for the character. Where I could see an episode of the TMNT doing this. I could see them going to the beach, you know, having a blast. Chucky, on the other hand, is just kind of random. It's just kind of too random. But you know, they still try their best to pack it out with as much fun as they can have, you know. Obviously they got to reuse molds and stuff. It's like, you know, after you make one Chucky, how many can you really make? I've seen them do like Christmas editions and all kinds of stuff. So they definitely got to get creative with it. I really like this shot right here, though. It's just like sunbathing. Motherfucker got a full ass sweater on. It's just hilarious. So it's just, yeah, you know, for me, this is an easy pass, but it's still like a fun exclusive. And that's what I was trying to say more than anything. It's like they pack in the fun, you know, and the same thing I said about that TMNT said, this also comes with like a cool little wave accessory, cool little surfboard, you know, got the hey, wanna lay fucking good guy towel and shit. So I thought it was fun. And like I said, it's not something necessary that, you know, you would be killing yourself if you didn't have it in your collection. You're like a huge horror fan or a huge Chucky fan. So I thought it was awesome. I thought it's awesome exclusive. But more than anything, I think people are gonna be hot on that team, as he said. And by people, I mean the Turtle Bros. Like they're definitely gonna be hot for that shit. So hopefully it's not, you know, too expensive. I could probably see this in that 150, maybe with like a SDCC tax on it, maybe pushing closer to 170, 180, maybe. That's kind of steep, but I could definitely see them still selling a lot of them. This Chucky though, I don't know. I feel like this is gonna be probably sitting for them, you know, but who knows? You know, you probably got a lot of people that can see a lot more possibilities with this toy than I can. But more than anything, like I said, I would really want those sunglasses. Those just look really cool. So you got that going on. And then, like I was saying, man, they also had a couple of other reveals, not to SDCC, but it's just toy news nonstop. You know, I'm trying to keep this so every 2 weeks, trying to do a show like every 2 weeks, but sometimes closer to these like cons and stuff, closer to these events, you start seeing companies ramp up. I didn't see this coming, man. I didn't see a Samurai Predator. And I think after seeing that Hot Toys, I was like, man, NECA ever does one, I'm copping it. After seeing this, I was like, you know what? I think I'm good. This shit really reminds me of that fucking Halo Samurai figure that Jazzwares did like a couple years ago. I forgot the name of the suit or whatever the fuck, or if it was even an official suit. That figure was horrible. That was like an all-time bad release. And I didn't buy it myself, but just the same color scheme, it's just, I don't know. I don't like it. It just looks too, it even looks too clean for like what I would imagine like a Predator with like samurai armor to look. Seeing this though, I don't know if you guys have caught that new Predator series, that Killer of Killers. I thought it was fucking awesome. I thought it was awesome until we get to the last like person that kills a Predator, that pilot. I thought I was gonna enjoy that episode more than all the other ones. That was the stupidest shit. And then the ending. I was like, is this a Pixar movie or what the fuck am I watching? Is this like a full-on Pixar movie now? Like a full Disney animation? I thought it was the stupidest ending, where they could have just made them anthologies. They all had like a beginning and end to each one of those like little episodes. That was enough. They didn't have to connect them all. And then, I don't know. I don't want to spoil it, but the ending is fucking dumb. The ending is fucking dumb that I just watching every episode. I'm like, you know what? They should have just finished them off there, separated them. It would have been awesome. 10 out of 10 or 9 out of 10. Because that last episode, like I said, that was fucking dumb as fuck. But the samurai episode was cool. The fucking the Viking episode was awesome. I want figures of some of those Predators. Seeing this one, I don't know. Like I said, the helmet is cool. I think some of the accessories, if you could kind of trick these out on like a more clean Predator, I think it would look better. You know, I can't really imagine like a samurai a Predator covering himself in all this samurai armor. I definitely think he would take like a few tokens of armor and kind of add that, incorporate that into his own. But this shit just looks, I don't know why. Just to me, it just looks off. It just looks off. And I say that after saying that I dug that Hot Toys one that was like full samurai armor. This to me just looks some kind of off. And I don't know. Like I said, I could imagine that when they would have dropped this, I would have been all over it. But seeing this, I was like, nah, I think I'm good. I don't know what it is. Maybe if they would have switched the color scheme up, maybe if it would have just been more like, I don't know, like black or silver, I think that would have looked a lot better. The red and the gold is just, it's just, no, I don't like it. Maybe if they would have taken the gold away, just kind of had them all blood red, that would have been fucking awesome. That would have been fucking sweet. But yeah, I don't know. We got more people sliding in. We got my man Boncho. He says, "Hey, yo, what's up, Boncho? What's good with you, man?" Shout out to Bonch. You got Miss Ortega in the house. He says, "Hey, yo, what's up, Ortega? What's good with you, man?" I also just got Fury Toy Son Wukong, loving it. Oh man, I've been seeing reviews on that. Yeah, that shit looks awesome. I'm a fucking idiot, bro. I always say fuck pre-ordering shit. I ain't gonna pre-order shit. Fuck you. I'll buy it when it comes out. I'm a fucking idiot. That shit dried up. There's like a few items out there that are drying up fast. That like, yeah, there's certain things you definitely got to lock up. And that should have been one of them for me. But if I catch a link for that, I'm copying it, man. A little tall though. It is a little tall though. I did see that size comparison from was that Isaac Wong? I was like, smidge tall. Walter Gianni in the house. Yay, nice to see you, man. Yo, Walter, good to see you, man. Happy to have you in the chat. Future Rick is in the building. He says, yo, what's up, Rick? Monday shadow drop. Yeah, I had to, like I was saying at the beginning of the show, I had to delay my postpone my live stream, bro, like Hasbro. That's the thing to do now. I like everything about the Samurai Predator except the helmet. Maybe that's it, huh? Like I said, I just feel like it's just too much armor, bro. It's like, fuck, man. Did you fucking strip the dude butt naked or what? Like, you don't need that much, dude. Like, your tech is probably way better than this shit. That it's like, it just looks fucking stupid. Honestly, like, I just something about it. I'm just not feeling it, man. But maybe it is that. Maybe it's the helmet. But honestly, looking at it, I like the helmet. The helmet's actually dope. I would actually want that helmet and just put it on like a regular, more clean, samurai. Predator. Shit was mid. Yeah, that show was fucking. Like I said, I did not like the ending. I thought it was fucking dumb as fuck. The guy on the plane to me was the worst one of them all. Yeah, super lame, dude. I was just like, is this a Disney fucking Pixar movie or some bullshit? Like, whoa, what is this, dude? I was not feeling that, man. And it was just like, damn, the first episode was good. The second episode was good. And I really like that first episode where the mom was telling the kid that, because the kid was like telling her, like, Mom, we killed enough people. Like, we're good. We can go back home. And she was telling them that she has like a fucking monster raging inside her. And then at the end, when the kid's dying, he tells the mom, did you kill the monster? Oh man, that was so fucking good. I was like, yes. I love that shit. That was some good writing right there. That was some fucking good writing. Killer of Killers was really good. I was told to stop after the samurai episode, so I did. I thought I would hate the girl Viking, but she was a total badass. Yeah, it was done right. Exactly. That's exactly my thought. And yeah, you should definitely. I think the last episode still can pass as a decent episode, but after that, when they get taken to the planet, it's just stupid. It's like, not to say that you needed a happy ending, but it just doesn't make any sense. It's like a convoluted mess. It didn't make any fucking sense. And then at the end, they ruined Prey. They fucking ruined Prey. They had that chick that's from Prey in there. So it's like, well, okay, well, we don't need a sequel to that shit because you know what the fuck happens at the end. It's so stupid, man. I was like, God damn it, these dumbasses, dude. Almost till SDCC. Come on, Jay, to show me Alpha 2, 3, or Third Strike. Hey, yo, we got to see what they got, man. We got to see what they got. Because last year they showed off the Scooby-Doo line, came out of nowhere. I don't think they're going to do more Street Fighter stuff, dude. I don't think so. So maybe they do some other fighting games or some other video games. Man, what was the game I was thinking of having them do? I don't know, because they're doing a great Mega Man line, but I don't know. I don't know where they're going. Because everybody's hot on that Storm Arena stuff, including myself. Jada Killers. Bro got outmatched by a plane and went through all those ships like nothing, for fuck's sake. Yeah, exactly, dude. It's like, give me a fucking break. It's like so stupid, man. I thought it was the dumbest shit, like I said. Fury Toys still have Sun Wukong available in Gundam It. They charge shipping now. Okay, I gotta check that out after the show, man. I definitely gotta jump on that because yeah, that's probably one of the better Wukongs out there. Now I haven't seen it. Oh, Rick, you dumbass. Nah, definitely watch him. Definitely watch him. But yeah, probably do it like Ghost Tap. Don't even watch that last episode. It's so fucking dumb. It really. As soon as I saw that, I was like, okay, maybe they crashed this fucking spaceship and they all die, taking them to their planet. Oh man, I don't want to spoil it, but it was just so fucking dumb. I was just like, that's the last thing I would want. I would rather fucking get killed by the fucking predator than if they were gonna take me to their planet after I kill one of them. Just kill me now. I don't want to fucking go over there. Fuck that. Shit my pants. Fighting Codenames. Omar, it's Monday. You're on the wrong day. The protest got you all mixed up. Bro, the protest shook me, man. I wanted to postpone my live stream like Hasbro. Man, we get an Invincible. You're right. Forgot about that, dude. You're right. That's true, man. We'll see. Gotta see. Mark my words. Oh, she calm the fuck down. Oh man, that's not even a hard guess, Rick. Come on. Prey wasn't that good to begin with. I thought it was okay. I prefer the Predators with Adam Brody and Fat Morpheus. No, Prey was good, bro. Come on. Go Saturday too hard on it, dude. It was pretty good, man. I liked it. I think they might, since 2 is almost done. Third Strike is when Ryu bulks up. We'll see, man. But I honestly, after seeing like all that hype on that Storm Arena stuff, I can't see them going back to Street Fighter, dude. Like, I feel like Storm, they murked them dudes. Like, I hate to say it, but they fucking cold murked Jada Toys. Like I said, Jada Toy killers, man. But well, let's keep the show moving, guys, because we do got a lot to get into. Like I was saying, a couple live streams from Hasbro kicked off. Some without a hitch, some not so much. But we get into some of the Transformer stuff, man. And War for Cybertron, Optimus Prime, and War for Cybertron, Megatron, dude. I know these are like straight reissues from what I understood. But got better paint deco. That fucking Optimus now has like a more saturated red and blue. It's nice and vibrant and stuff. So it does look better. I actually kind of had like a side-by-side that I took a look at. I was watching a live stream. They were talking about it. And that Megatron looks pretty cool, man. Like, people that just kind of collect Megatrons. I actually got a pretty decent Megatron collection that I'm kind of building up. I actually wouldn't mind maybe picking that up. I do remember playing that game. I think it was on PS3, I want to say. And then they're almost not too bad. And then I've seen like upgrade kits for that fucking Optimus. He's like all kinds of weapons, all kinds of guns popping out of him. It looks pretty dope. It's definitely a off design to Optimus and Megatron. But I actually enjoy that. I actually enjoy a little bit of change from more classic looks some of the times, especially if it's like for a video game. And then Devastation video game, we got a chance to get Sideswipe. And what's his motherfucker's name? I forgot this dude's name already. The dude on the right. God damn it, I already forgot. It's not Ratchet. But kind of more closer to G1 looks. The only thing on these is that that fucking window, that window shading, and just kind of throw it off, And then we got people, Wheeljack, that's his name. And then we got a couple of leaks saying that these are going to come out in more Studio 86 versions. So it's kind of random to kind of put them out now in these Devastation editions. And then the one thing that pisses off a lot of the Transformers collectors is the fucking scale is out the fucking door all the time, They recently put out a Devastation Optimus that's kind of really small, but when you match it up next to that 86 Devastator that they're building out, it's going to look kind of in scale because the Optimus is kind of tiny, so it's going to look really dope. These are Devastation, but these are going to be the fucking same size as Optimus. It make no fucking sense, So kind of stupid. But then also another live stream that they had like multiple reveals, and then they had a live stream also kick off. They got into their Age of the Primes line. So we got more of these 13, more of these primes. We got the 13. So we got Mike Ronus Prime, dude right here on the left, and then we got Onyx Prime. And this Micronus Prime, I think I might copy, bro. This shit just looks like a cool little robot. It's got this little robot mode. The little dude pops off of that motherfucker and shit, so you can get this dude riding him like a motorcycle. dude riding another dude. So pretty fucking fun. I thought that was dope as fuck. So yeah, this one looks pretty cool. I thought I was good on a lot of the primes. I wasn't really digging a lot of the designs, but this shit just looks like a dope ass fucking toy. You know, I don't need this shit to be in scale. This shit just looks like a fucking cool ass robot. Just something to kind of fidget with on your desk or whatever and shit. So I thought this was dope. And then the Onyx Prime, this shit is transforms into like a fucking minotaur and a griffin and a fucking robot, all kinds of shit. Pretty gnarly, man. I saw a lot of talk about this one. A lot of people weren't really putting this on their radar or something that they might want to cop. But just seeing this thing, like the full size of it and all those alt modes, it's pretty fucking cool. You know, it's not necessarily one that I'm gonna cop, but more so than anything, I think the paint apps on this, or the paint color on this, is kind of off. It's just kind of boring. It's just too brown and shit. But you know, for Transformers, I always want some shit that pops, you know. But it is kind of cool to get all these different kind of transformations. I did think that was dope as fuck. To get like a fucking minotaur, like that's fucking insane, you know. And this griffin thing, like this just looks cool too. If you don't even transform this and you just have like a robot griffin, like that's fucking gnarly as fuck, you know. And then we get more into some of this G1 stuff. We got Fireflight and Skydive to kind of complete that Superion. They had like a little live stream where they were kind of showing it off. So these are the last two aerial bots that you need. Pretty dope, man. I actually wanted to build this out, but I haven't gone in for any of the pre-orders yet. I believe it's 5 of them. So one comes with like a skeleton base, and then you kind of plug in all the other aerial bots into them. So it's pretty cool. You know, I saw a lot of talk online about just them not liking it so much because of some of the shins look ugly. Just people weren't really fully happy with it as opposed to the Devastator, you know. So it's cool to me. It's cool. It's just a big beefy ass robot, you know. And then the aerial bots look pretty fun too. You know, I've seen them transformed into their alt modes and shit, and they look dope. I saw a lot of people really digging that Skydive with the orange face and shit. You don't really see too many Transformers with that shit. The little yellow fucking head sculpt that he has. So that's pretty cool, pretty accurate. And then we get G2 Dinobots. We get Slug and Snarl. So we get different kind of paint that goes on that. I believe we saw the G2 Grimlock go up not too long ago. I think it's hitting stores right now. It's in stock. I like the paint differences on that Grimlock, but these ones, I don't know. It look a little bit too Christmassy to me, a little bit too holiday edition, you know, but I don't know. I would kind of be more into the G1 looks, but there are going to be those collectors that are hyped for this. And then we got Venom, one of the fucking Insecticons. They had to change the name on this, I guess, for obviously naming rights and stuff. So it's Venom right here on the left, and then Flatline reused of that mold from that recent I forgot what the name of it was, but they are reusing this mold fairly fast. There's a lot of people pointing that out, but the paint deck on this shit just looks gnarly, man. That black with the red, it's like, yeah, it's, you know, this is a dude's a badass Decepticon, so it's pretty cool. From what I understand, he only has popped up in a fucking IDW comic that was kind of related to the Bayverse stuff, but he never came out in the movie, so they just kind of slapped this together. And then just yeah, it's the Red Alert. That's the reuse of the mold, and yeah, I just kind of came up with this Transformer and shit. Pretty cool. I saw a lot of people hyped over it. To me, it does look dope. And then we got an Alpha Trion, more for his like A3 like original look, so it's like a young Alpha Trion. Pretty cool, man. I saw a lot of hype for this one too, man. It's like OG classic fucking Autobot and shit. So I don't know. I might cop this one, man. I do like that he has his little mustache, little goatee and shit. So my dude looking fucking fresh and shit. And I like the colors on this one. Like I said, for the Transformers, I always like shit that pops, man. And yeah, Alpha Trion, he's definitely a badass Transformer. So probably cop this one. Probably put that on my radar. And then for the Bayverse fans, there's always like a divide. There's like a civil war amongst the Transformers fan base, bro. It's like the people that want just the classic shit, and then the people that love the Bayverse stuff. So get a couple of reissues for the Fallen, the Megatron, and the Soundwave. I always kind of enjoyed that Megatron look, man. I've seen a couple of third-party Transformers with this shit. They look dope, but I'm not dropping no $300 on no Bayverse Transformer. You know what I mean? But I do enjoy the look of that. I don't think I'd be down for this 3-pack. That fucking Soundwave that was a satellite, shit just looks stupid as hell, man. It's like, dude, those movies were something, bro. Like, for real. They were fucking something. But the Megatron I liked. And then the Fallen, I remember watching that movie and I was like, what the fuck am I looking at, dude? It just looks like a fucking screensaver of just like liquid metal. Just like floating around. It just looked all kinds of weird, man. So Even now, it's like, what the fuck am I looking at? It's like, is that a spaceship or a fucking tarantula? So yeah, there's a lot of people not digging that. And then one thing they didn't show off, but Takara took liberties and putting up their pre-orders is the fucking G1 Megatron, the Studio 86. And a lot of talk about those fucking lower legs, man. Apparently the Takara one doesn't really have that off silver, more bluish. So I ended up pre-ordering this guy through HLJ. I was like, you know what? If the Takara version might be the same one, who knows? But something about this one just looked better to me with that more silver grayish paint. So hopefully it kind of comes closer looking to this and the other one that we've seen. Because I'd be all over this, man. And then we got Scavenger and Mixmaster also didn't get shown off yet. Probably gonna get shown off closer to SDCC. But they did go up for pre-order on overseas sites through Takara. And then here we got the full-on Devastator, baby, fully built out, fully combined. I'm all over this shit. I'm hopping on this stuff, so I am excited to get these. I think right now it's Hook and Long Haul, I think. And that's like a 2-pack, and then these are the last 2 that you would need after that. The first 2 already came out, and then the second 2 are kind of in stock or hitting in stock right now, so won't be too long. Definitely get this Devastator built up before the year's end. And yeah, just look how badass it looks, bro. I'm all over this shit, man. Like I said, bro, toyetic factor, those colors be popping. I'm digging that. We got more people sliding into the show, man. We got Hustle SM in the building. It says, sup, Omar, sub chat. Yo, Hustle, what's up? We got Ghost Tab talking shit about Hasbro. Hasbro can't do chug skill, right? To save their life. Yeah, their skills all over the fucking place. Sideswipe and Wheeljack. Yeah, it was Wheeljack. Prey in this cartoon, the humans win by tricking the predators with their own weapons. So are the same predators are fucking stupid? Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I said, I liked it, man. I liked that samurai episode, you know, the brothers and shit, and they had to like team up. It was cool, man. I could see that happening. But that last episode in the ending was just fucking terrible. I was like, man, why did I watch the end? This shit was so fucking dumb. Rick saying Transformers have never had a true scale. Yeah, they're all over the place, and that's what frustrates more so than anything to the collectors. This stuff, man. It's like they would just want like a more of a universal scale, even if it's not like 1/12. These guys, they don't really give a fuck about that shit. I follow 60. I don't know if you guys follow 60. He has like a great Transformers channel. That dude has like every fucking Transformer, and he's recently started to do Transformers news. He usually just does reviews, and I'm like, man, this dude is busting out all the vintage toys to compare and shit. I'm like, man, this dude knows what's up, man. Liquid Below Zeros in the house. Yo, Liquid, what up, man? He says, hey, yo, what's up, man? Masterpiece had the closest, but not even that. Yeah, even that's off, you know. I think Storm and Jada are going to duke it out to compete. Storm may have gone Tyson, but Jada can always come back with the line exclude. Like I said, man, that Storm Arena line, $27, $30. Now you're starting to see the Jada stuff at $30. So what did that tell you? It's like, hey, man, they're competing directly with those guys, dude. I'm here for it. Jada gave Storm a kick in the right direction. Shout out to both Jada and Storm for understanding the assignment. Yeah, I remember you made that comment last time. It's like, man, just get both. I'm just teasing, calling them Jada toy killers, but I'm happy with the Jada stuff. But man, that Storm Marino line, I can't wait to get my hands on that Ken and Ryu, bro. I think people are buying the Ken on eBay. I've seen a lot of people copying that shit. For sure, it's going to be good for the consumers. Yeah, most definitely. Hasbro Transformers. I know this guy hates them. He's always talking shit about them. Man, only saw the first movie of the Predators, the Killers. Watch the first and second one, and then you can probably skip the last. Is Vernon Mold a future use for Beast Wars 2, DJ? It might be. I saw people really hyped on that one. To me, that one just looked all kinds of goofy. So I was like, yeah, I'm not feeling that. But I did like I said, that Flatline. He looked really cool. Thor Nicosia says, what up, Omar? Are you broadcasting on a Monday night after Monday Night Raw on Netflix? I love it. Yeah, there you go. Oh, man, I should have put that as an intro, bro. That fucking Monday Night Raw. I love that old intro. How you been? Oh, man, Thor, everything's pretty all right. Can't complain, you know. Kind of bitching about my fucking weekend at the beginning of the show, but honestly, you can't complain, man. Killers was superb. Are we getting a sequel? I mean, I don't even fucking know. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like they ended it so fucking stupid. It's like, where's this guy flying off to? He knows how to fly a fucking spaceship. Where's he going? And then they fucking send a legion of fucking spaceships after him. It was just so dumb. It's like, dude, if you're gonna kill these motherfuckers anyway, then just end each episode after that. Make it a real anthology. You don't need to connect the whole story. It's so fucking dumb. That was the worst. Fuck, man, that Devastator's so dope. I'll find a spot. Yeah, this shit looks classic. It looks classic and it looks awesome. But Joe, June in full effect, man. Looks like they had all month long planned out live stream events. So we had the first one kicking off on June 4th. Did it go off without a hitch? Let's see, man. Because apparently there's a couple of it didn't. So June 4th, they started getting into revealing this Cobra Ninja Slice and Dice, man. So we got Classified Series 2-pack. For me, for my money, I think these look cool for like action figures and stuff, but I don't know. I'm not really like the biggest Joe guy. So I have seen this guy right here on the left. I think it was on a cartoon. I forgot what the name of the cartoon was. I want to say it was I'm gonna say the wrong thing for sure, but I don't know. I think they're cool looking like army builders. You know, if you don't really want to use them for your Joes and stuff, they definitely look like some cool ass ninjas. And they packed in enough cool like accessories and stuff to just army build them if you so choose to. You know, so you got different kind of head sculpts going on. The dude right here on the fucking right looks like one of those Muppets and shit. What's the name of that Muppet, that blue one? Once I saw that, I couldn't unsee it. I was like, why did they make that motherfucking dragon blue? I was like, that make no sense. I was like, fuck, that shit looks like a fucking Muppet, dude. And then the mask on the left, I thought that was dope. You know, to me, I'm like, yeah, those are head accessories. It does kind of warrant copping at least 2 or 3 of these. Like, that would be a cool army set. You know, you got this little rice hat and shit. That shit looks awesome. Yeah, there you go. Gonzo or what's the goober? What's the name of the blue one? That fucking blue annoying one, dude. That's the one. That's not Gonzo. It's that blue fucking annoying one, dude. He looks just like it though. And then like I was saying, cool accessories, kind of pop and swap and stuff. So you get different kind of looks. I thought it was cool. Not really a set that like I said, I'm going after. But it looks like they're going to start diving deep into this Ninja Force stuff, man. So this was one of the exclusives that I think it's an exclusive, right? Or no? Could be mistaken. But yeah, this went up on it is post exclusive. So went up on the 4th. Actually went up. They show it off and then it goes up for pre-order. That's kind of how it works, you know. So this went up on Pulse. I didn't check actually to see if it sold out, but I can't imagine it did. I didn't really see too many people talking about it. As cool as it looks, it does look like a cool 2-pack, and like I said, it does lend itself to be army built. I just don't know if people are gonna go that route, you know, because money's tight, man. Grover, that's him. That's the motherfucker, right? Doesn't it look like that? Oh fuck, man. Yeah, I can't unsee Grover. Exactly, dude. I was like, why the fuck did they make him blue, bro? That shit looks so fucking dumb. Can't believe Hasbro scared to release a cop action figure. Shaking my head. California did it. Oh, we're gonna get into it, bro. Don't bury the lead, Omar. Don't bury the lead. Also, like Poppy Playtime. Yeah. But Grover is the annoying one. Yeah, there it is. That's him, bro. I could not unsee that. I was like, that looks fucking terrible. But I think on the red ninja, it would look better. But like I said, you could substitute for either or. These G.I. Joe creatures look like a character from the movie Big Trouble in Little China. Yeah, you could, like I said, you could use them for other things. I think that's pretty smart of them to kind of put these characters out in these types of multi-packs. You know, you could like definitely get different kind of looks. Even like their unmasked head, like you get this like a fucking Buddhist monk and shit like that. That to me looks good. And then if that fits on that Wong figure, that Marvel Legends Wong, you could probably pop it on there and give them a different kind of look too. That'll work also. So I thought that was awesome. I might have to backtrack on this 2-pack. I actually maybe you might want to cop it, but I did go in for that All Striker. We're gonna take a look at it right now. I want my Monster Force now. Art Fast and Ugly. Omar was BRLG Cars. I saw him on X. The fuck did you just burning cars? How the fuck did you spell this and you try to spell burning? Rick, you're a fucking dumbass. It's like, motherfucker, don't send shit that looks like that, dude. Holy fuck, bro. But moving on to the next one. Looks like we got Kyle Budo Gesso. So we got fucking to me, this should look like the Action Force Samurai, dude. Senshi. I was like, wait, what the fuck? Action Force in the classified line? Let's fucking go, baby. But another one where it's like, man, a motherfucker whips out a katana on me, I'm shooting his ass in the face. I don't give a fuck, bro. Like you ain't getting past me, dog. Like I got my AR-15 point red at your ass, man. That shit better be bulletproof fucking samurai armor, because you ain't winning this shit. So for me, I was like, you know what? Accessories, pop and swap, use it for other stuff. All right, I'll give him a pass for this. But this one being more of a deluxe release, $35. Shit, that's kind of steep, man. It's kind of steep for something that looks honestly kind of goofy. Like I know G.I. Joe is kind of like that. It's like, obviously I always say the toyetic factor, it's there. But this shit just, to me, it just didn't look, I was like, I don't know. I think I like this look more, like without a lot of that samurai armor. It just looks a lot better, you know? And then you get those extra head sculpts too. That, yeah, you can pop and swap those on different ninjas also, man. So maybe for that, you know, I guess they are kind of packing a lot of stuff in to warrant that price tag. But $35 to me, I just felt like it was a bit too steep. But man, you know, they are packing in a lot of stuff. I just feel like that samurai armor is just like, they just went a little bit too much samurai. They could have probably dialed it back a little bit. Maybe made it more of a general release, but those extra head sculpts are welcome, and those helmets are pretty dope, you know. Omar hates samurais. I know I'm talking a lot of shit about him. I was just like, man, it's just a little bit too much samurai, just a little bit too much, you know. So for me, this is easy pass. But it is up on Pulse and mainline retailers, so this one went up for pre-order, right? It didn't get not showing off on as a pre-order. And then next up we move into Hawk and his MSSS or MMS. It's MSSS. The fuck. So we got Clayton Hawk Abernathy with the mobile missile system. And when I saw this, I was like, you know what? This is like one of the original 13 Joes, right? And he got the fucking MMS thing. I was like, oh, I'm copping this shit. $80 fucking dollars. You got me all the way fucked up for that, man. I'm not buying that shit, bro. This is gonna clearance out. Nobody's buying this shit. Nobody got money for this shit. At least I know I don't. But I do want it. It just looks like a classic Joe, you know, all green with the green fatigues on and shit. Like, it looks dope. And then that fucking mobile missile system, the MSSS. I thought that was cool. You know, just kind of have it in the background of your like Joe setup. I thought that was dope as fuck. But man, $80 for this. I was like, fuck, man, we're in dark times, man. Like, I was looking through HLJ for some of this stuff. Some of this shit's like, man, some of these Figmas are like $100. Like, fuck you. Like, isn't this HLJ? It's not on fucking Entertainment Earth here. What the fuck is going on? So yeah, man, this is getting crazy with these price tags, man. So hopefully I can catch this on a sale. You know, I wouldn't mind it. And it is going up on Amazon and Fan Channel. So that went up on the 4th without any problems. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be on the lookout for this one for a sale, because I do want it. Like I said, it's more of a classic looking Joe. And I believe he is one of the original 13 Joes and stuff. And a lot of people are just kind of stopping there. You know, they don't want to go too deep. You know, you got these fucking samurai edition motherfuckers that look all kinds of weird and shit, fucking Muppets and stuff. So a lot of people just kind of want more of the classic stuff, myself included. And then during that live stream, they get around to showing a couple of renders. So we got to re-see this render to this Oz Striker, this police officer. Nothing weird, nothing wrong here. And then we got this 2-pack. We got this Sergeant Slaughter and Mercer 2-pack. And yeah, there was just, you know, more information later on in the month, guys. It's a month-long event. Relax, hold your horses, guys. So we get around to June. June carries on, baby. Yo-Joe June, full swing. June 11th, another fucking fan stream, guys. Get your popcorn ready. Oh, what the fuck? G.I. Joe fans, we are postponing this week's Yo-Joe June fan stream. Wait, what? Postponing? This shit isn't even live. It's pre-recorded. What the fuck? Thank you to our fans and partners for your support, for your continued support. We'll share more updates when we can. Oh man, I thought they were gonna thank us for all the times we tell them to fuck off. And when I saw this, I was like, oh shit, are people gonna lose their shit over this? I was like, I don't think so, right? It's just like fucking live stream. Who gives a fuck? We're still gonna get the toys. Doesn't matter. Like, they already made them. They fucking made them, right? You're not gonna not put them up for pre-order. So I didn't think anything of it. But I just had to get these like pictures of this guy. What's the name of this guy? I don't even know this guy's fucking name, but that GIF, that classic GIF, I love it. That face, oh man, I love that shit, man. So yeah, I guess this was kind of circulating around. And check out the fucking timestamp on that top. This motherfucker didn't even let the whole minute go by. He fucking screenshotted that to share. So floating around, obviously on social media. These motherfuckers canceled, but shout out to Geek Entertainment. He actually tweeted out something cool, something that made me laugh. He says the Yojo June live stream was canceled, so we can finally get the reveals without the cringe. Oh man, I was like, dude, this guy knows what's up. I was like, shout out to him. Shout out to them. I was like, yeah, those fucking live streams, dude, they're a hard watch, and the people are there for the toys a lot of the time. So that's why I said I didn't really understand the uproar to this. I was just like, hey, fuck it, they canceled. What's the big fucking deal? Like my man was saying here, we still get the reveals without the cringe, because then you started to get all the solicitations to everything going up for pre-order, and people were wondering like, hey, what was the big fucking deal? We get into the Awe Striker, $99 for this, where that's why I was tripping. I was like, so that fucking missile system is $80. And this fucking badass fucking off-road car thing with fucking 3 seats, fucking 50 cal on the top, running over your fucking your Vipers. This is $100. I was like, I know where my money's being spent. Like, fuck that. This is awesome. I had to lock up 2 of these. I want 2. They just look fucking sweet, man. I kicked myself for missing out on that fucking vamp. I thought that was gonna fucking go for pre-order all kinds of places. Missed out. I got the Stinger, but man, it would be cool to get a majority of these Joe vehicles. So to kind of make up for that vamp, I kind of want 2 of these to kind of just flank my Joes and stuff. It's just looks fucking awesome. You get your little waifus in there, your little snail shells and stuff. That would look all kinds of dope. And yeah, to me, I thought this was sweet. Something I kind of noticed, or I saw people pointing out online, was the front wheels right here look a little bit smaller than what was actually on the solicitation. So I don't know if they kind of switched that around. Probably did, because yeah, if it's an off-road, you got to kind of have them like bigger fucking wheels and shit. I think they would have to be kind of more of the same size if it's like a fucking 4x4, I don't know. I don't know shit. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but I do like that the wheels kind of match in size. The full reveal. Because yeah, when I saw this, I was like, it kind of looks kind of go-karty, but kind of seeing the bigger wheels on it, I was like, yeah, this shit just looks awesome. I had to lock it up. I like the little extra paint on there and stuff on the side. Everything looks cool. So yeah, easy pre-order, Pulse exclusive, locked up too. Like I said, I forgot the name of the driver, but I don't really need that motherfucker for anything really. But yeah, you got a cool driver, cool figure. So it's pretty dope. And then we get into the Sergeant Slaughter and Mercer. They got right here showing it off. You get all 3 of the dudes riding this thing. That's fucking awesome. It's like, man, if you were in war, how much fun would it be to just ride this fucking thing? You and 2 of the homies and shit just blasting motherfuckers. Like, goddamn, that would be all kinds of fun. So I just thought this shit just looks sweet, man. And then we get into the 2-pack. So you got the Sergeant Slaughter and his little brother Mercer. It's like, fuck, what the fuck happened to this guy? Fucking little stub next to fucking Sergeant Slaughter. It's like, man, this dude Slaughter just looks all kinds of tall. It's like, holy fuck, dude. Like, is he really that fucking tall? I just feel like the proportions on this are just off. It's like, I don't mind his arms like yoked up, but they just look super long compared to his torso. And then his neck and his head just look like they're like off. It just looks like they're too high up. It's like, man, they could have made him just a smidge shorter, And the Mercer, I think a lot of people wanted him bigger. Obviously, motherfucker looks like his little son and shit right here, his little junior, junior Slaughter. But the Sergeant Slaughter looks cool. You get the pinless arms now. Maybe you could pop and swap those on your older one, because I do like the original classified. I did like how that looked, but this one comes with all kinds of cool accessories too. So you got him right here taking on the Viper squad and everything. Mercer turning on his boys. Yeah, looks dope. You get the cool, like I said, different kind of head sculpts for Slaughter. I do like this one right here, kind of more of a WWF classic Slaughter look to him. Got the fucking what is it, grenade launchers? It looks like a fucking shotgun. That shit's crazy. So pretty dope. I do like this 2-pack, but I don't know, something about it. I was just like, you know what? I don't really need it. Like I was saying, more than anything, I want those fucking Slaughter just for his arms. Just like I said, just a pop and swap. But it's like, I don't know, the fucking pins on the one don't really bother me that much. Like, whatever. So that would be stupid to just buy that for this. And then the Mercer, a lot of people weren't really happy with it, man. Like I was just teasing out. Kind of looks like his little son, his little brother. A lot of people would have wanted him a little bit taller, but I think the Slaughter is just so fucking goddamn tall that it's just making him look short. I don't necessarily think he's like that small of a figure. I think he's gonna have a good size to him, but yeah, I don't know. It's just something about it that just looks off next to that Slaughter. It's like, dude, that motherfucker's huge, bro. Hey, yo, pause. But man, I was just fucking Future Race. Did Toy Far steal this one too? What are you talking about? They had that to change the police officer packaging to Cobra. Hell, Cobra! I think they tried to fund the buggy smaller wheels in the front. To find buggy, it's small. I don't fucking know what Rick's typing. That Dune buggy is made for waifus with guns. USA, baby, USA. Yep, you fucking know it. There you go, Dune. Fuck. That vamp was the same price, so the All Striker not too bad. Yeah, you're right. I know. That's what I'm saying. Why the fuck did I pass up on the vamp? I was just like bitching about that being overpriced. I remember talking shit about that, like idiot. And then I'm over here buying 2 of these. What a fucking moron. He was tall. Yeah, I think so, but I don't know. It's just something about it. Maybe if it was just single carded, it wouldn't look so off. But you got him next to his fucking little brother right here. He just looks too tall, you know. But it could just be nitpicking about it. Sarge's chocolate chip camel pants are sick. Yeah, I like the look of it, but I don't know. Like I said, sometimes I'll see these like 2-packs that I really like. It's like I was just talking about that Ninja Force. It's like I kind of like them. I want to lean into get like pre-ordering it, but then it's something that just tells me, it's like, man, don't pre-order this shit. You don't fucking like this shit. So it's a good one. Hey, yo, pause, my man, Wavy. What did I say? I always say all kinds of shit. Pause. I thought he was smeared in shit. What are you talking about, Rick? Oh man. So yeah, this 2-pack also went up for pre-order without a hitch. I don't believe anything kind of delayed this or anything. I mean, why would it? All they are is carrying guns and killing people. Like, why would it be a big deal, man? So move on from there, moving to the retro releases. We get this retro cardback bat and kind of more of a sunbow look with that head sculpt, that red visor. I thought this shit looked sweet, man. I have like 10 bats, so it's like I don't really need more, but to me this shit just looks dope as fuck. I like it. I think a lot of people's favorite classified series is still that bat, so kind of get like a redeco on it. I know they've done like crimson bats that were kind of just stupid as fuck. They did those snow bats. It kind of looked a little bit cooler. I kind of would have preferred getting those over the crimson joints. And then this one right here, I only have the original ones. I kind of held off on all the other ones, but I'll probably cop a few of these, maybe good 4 to kind of mix them in there. It won't be that big of a kind of weird look and shit. And then I like the brighter yellow. I like the brighter yellow. I believe that first one had like more like mustardy kind of look. It just, I don't know, kind of more orange than anything. So I like, just like I said, man, the brighter colors on the shit always to me looks better. And then those, yeah, like I said, that red visor, it just has like a more sinister type of look to it, So I definitely dug that. So yeah, going up for pre-order, I believe already on sites like Big BTS and Pulse. And then we just get a combat trooper for the Joe. So we got just a regular army dude. You get cool army builders. So you get different kind of head sculpts, different kind of hands. You can kind of mix and match and stuff. Yeah, it's pretty dope too. I wouldn't mind copping a couple of these just to kind of fill out some of those Joe ranks and stuff. Like I was saying, kind of more of just a classic army guy. Omar's gay for bats. Omar hates vamps. Hey, yo. I know, dude. Everything is like, oh, man. That's why sometimes when people just talk about toys, myself included, it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Oh, man. True that. The smudges on Sergeant Slaughter look like he shitted his pants. Man, why are you hating on my boy Bonzo, guys? Come on, man. He thinks they're sick. Oh, man. So, yeah, probably cop 2 of these. Like I was saying, maybe 2. Yeah, probably 2. Like I said, you just kind of flank out. Fill out more of their ranks on the Joe side. It's not really gonna hurt, And yeah, standard $25 right here. You get all that stuff, so it's pretty dope. And then yeah, that was it, man. Or was it? Because floating around social media, we started to get this police officer and right there, just drinking his cup of Joe. No big deal. Oh shit! Riots, guys! Riots! Get your riot shield, bro. Oh man. I wasn't like totally out of the loop about this shit. Like I said, I saw people talking about like, oh, they canceled the live stream. I didn't think anything of it. I was like, oh, whatever. What's the big fucking deal? They canceled it, right? And then I just didn't pay attention. I didn't pay attention to like anything going on and stuff. And then when they were talking about this police pack, I was like, what happened with this? What's going on with this? And apparently it didn't go for pre-order. And I was like, oh shit, that's gonna piss people off. That's gonna piss people off. And I guess the controversy behind it is obviously, yeah, you started seeing all these protests popping up. You started seeing cops obviously in the streets and stuff. not to get political and stuff, but I think it's just fucking stupid, Hasbro. If that's the reason that they didn't, and I can't really think of another reason that they didn't allow this to go for pre-order, that's fucking stupid as fuck. And if I would have been an online retailer and I would have got a message from Hasbro telling me that I couldn't put this up from on my site, I would have been like, fuck you. I'm getting ahead of the pack and I'm putting this shit up for pre-order. Fuck you guys. If I was like Big Nerdy or any one of the fucking online retailers that sell their shit, fuck off. I'm putting this shit up for pre-order. This Legacy Edition police officer, it's a hot ticket, man. A lot of people, when they saw that render, people were stoked about it. Like, you want to talk about army builder? This is a good army builder. This is awesome. To see Hasbro actually use their fucking brain and actually make cool toys, it's like, dude, to think that this is going to offend people, it's just like, man, you guys are just on the wrong side of like stupid, you know? It's like, I get collectors are dumb as fuck. I was just talking about my dumbass takes. But the mental gymnastics that you got to fucking do to think that you need to take this off of going off for pre-order, I can't imagine that they cancel it, you know, like completely. But it's like, then when is it going up for pre-order? Like, when? You guys made the fucking thing. I can't, like I said, I can't imagine they cancel it completely, but can you imagine that they do? That would be fucking insane. In fucking insane. I can't believe that they would. I can't honestly believe that they would be that fucking crazy to not put this up for pre-order ever. I already think it's crazy enough that they didn't allow it to go up for pre-order because, like I said, it's like, man, the people paying attention to that shit going on outside aren't paying attention to this toy community like that, man. Yeah, obviously the toy collectors, we pay attention to various things. You know, I watch the news. I'm sure you guys catch the news. People catch other things going on in the world. Obviously, you know, you got fucking sports fans. You got fucking shit going on with Diddy. You know, people are always in the loop of stuff. Dude, toys, I feel like this is an escape from all that stuff. And if something happens to resemble that, it's like I said, man, the mental gymnastics you have to do to kind of think, oh no, we need to get this, we need to prevent this from going up because we're gonna get bad PR. That's fucking crazy. That's batshit crazy. I couldn't believe it. Like, when I caught up, like I said, I was out of the loop of what was going on. I saw people kind of raging and stuff, and I was like, the average Joe collectors, what's the deal? It's like they rage all the time. What's the big deal? And then when I found out, I was like, oh fuck, for real? Oh man, that's corny as fuck, dude. Like, that is super corny. Where it's just like, I honestly couldn't believe it. I was like, wait, let me pay attention to some of these live streams talking about this shit. Is that really what's going on? Because I thought that was fucking ridiculous, dude. But yeah, just looking at the solicitations to it, like I said, man, this is an awesome release. This is like all-time great from Hasbro for the classified line. You know, obviously we saw that firefighter that went up not too long ago. I think people were saying the same thing about that. It's like, man, yeah, you want 2 or 3 or 4 of them, you know. It's just kind of, especially if you do like toy photography, people are world building all the time, man. You know, it's like, fuck, you get cops in comics, you get them in movies, you get all kinds of shit, all kinds of media, you see them, you know. And to think that cops are bad all the time and this and that, it's like, dude, like, I get it, man. I've been pulled over my fair share of times. You know, especially like in high school, it's like, yeah, you wouldn't want to go to certain areas. There was a lot of cops and shit because you're gonna get caught up. That's just ridiculous, dude. And to think that Hasbro was gonna offend people with this, fucking stupid. And it just created more bad PR for them. You know, it's like, if you're taking this off of the pre-order because you want to avoid bad PR, what's worse PR than them calling you fucking idiots and fucking cowards? It's like, god damn, man, you know. So I don't know, I just find it all kinds of ridiculous. But like I was saying, just going back to it, I can't imagine they cancel it completely, but it just does look really bad on them to just kind of think it, you know, that they needed to do this, man. But I think this is going to be standard $35. Obviously, for like the legacy editions, they're kind of packed out with more stuff. So you get that riot shield, you know, the Antifa smasher right here on his fucking right head, on his right hand. So that's fucking cool, man. You know, I when I saw this, I was like, yeah, I'll cop 2, you know. But man, just looking through the solicitations, like I said, all the stuff that you get, it's like, nah, you want at least 4 of these motherfuckers at a minimum, you know. And Like, what more could a toy company ask for? Like, people want to pre-order your stuff, and you're like preventing them from doing it because you in your fucking head have this fucking idea that people are gonna lose their shit over putting this up for pre-order. It's like anybody that would have like cried out to Hasbro, like, "Oh my god, what are you guys doing? Put it," they would have looked so fucking stupid to the eyes of the rest of the toy community. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, let them. Like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? It's like they would have looked so stupid that they would have snuffed themselves out. Like, they would have, the toy community would have snuffed them out. And then because the same thing goes for the Cobra Commander with the hood. It's like, if they ever put that up for pre-order and you hear any pocket of the community complaining, do you know how hard the community is going to come down on that pocket of people? Man, they're gonna strike down with vengeance and furious anger, baby. Like, come on, man. No way, dude. Like, Hasbro, get your fucking head out of your ass. And it feels like it's mostly with this line that they do stupid stuff a lot of the times. Stuff like this, you know? I know a lot of people point to the Black Series team for being the dumbest and shit, but I think that's just lack of creativity in their toy line. I feel like the classified people, they just, I don't know, it just feels like they're being kind of controlled too much by that fucking that one chick that does the shows with them, the live streams with them. It's like, man, I saw people talking about that. Like, one of their live streams, they had people pointing out their fucking pronouns, and yeah, you saw those guys on there like so uncomfortable. Like, why are you doing this? What does this have to do with toys? Like, what does it have to do with toys? You know, especially if you know your audience. It's like, I don't want to say that nobody's into that stuff and that collects Joes, but the majority ain't. So it's like you could probably leave that at home. You know, it's like yeah, I would think, you know, and whosever idea it was to prevent this from going up for pre-order, I'm pretty sure people in Hasbro are looking at that person like, this person is a fucking cancer. Like, seriously, this person is a fucking cancer. And what are they bringing to the table? Bad PR? I guess so. Shit. I fucking guess so. But man, I really thought it was just crazy to see that, you know? But man, he would what's the chat saying about this? Hustle. There's a bat in every color. Finally a retro. Yeah, there you go. I'm in for the retro. Ghost Seven saying, is the cop on his one knee proposing to the cop next to him? I know. I always try to get these little side by side images and shit. The only thing missing is like some fucking donuts, man. I mean, they got the cup of Joe, you know, got the cup of coffee. It's like, hey, man, you need the donuts, man. I mean, that would not have been so much of an insult. Green shirt army builder, nice. Also, S7 is the most positive fucking person in the chat. I love it. It will be back, Tyler L. Yeah, we'll see. Like I said, it's just since it's so random to just like prevent this from going up for pre-order. Now it's just gonna be super random when it does go for pre-order, and it's just gonna be like, really, guys? Like, was it that big of a fucking deal? No. So what the fuck? You just look like a bunch of dumbasses, you know? Boncho saying, fuck it, Hasbro do Border Patrol legacy figure. Oh man. Oh dude, yeah. I saw people asking for ICE agents and all kinds of shit. And you know people are gonna do that. You know you're gonna see that online, which I thought was hilarious as fuck. Future saying, I'm gonna get 3. I got some GCPD officers. Yeah, exactly, dude. Like, you get these for like a Gotham scene, even like Spider-Man, anything comic book, multiple movies. It's awesome, dude. You know, even like Punisher shots, like all kinds of shit. Daredevil, like, man, it just, like I said, this is a great release, and it's very dumb that they shot themselves in the foot like that to think that it was gonna be a bad look if they put it up for pre-order. You know, it's perfect timing to delay it just to build more hype. Just my theory. I'm prepared to buy 5 cops. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, probably when it goes up for pre-order, they're probably gonna sell even more of this shit. So that's kind of smart, you know. It's like fucking 4D chess or whatever, 3D chess. I bet Mr. Non-binary Potato Head didn't affect their image. No one really cared. Exactly. It's definitely somebody like that in the company that had that fucking bone to pick. But it's just fucking dumb to me. The amount of protesters are not even a tenth of people destroying LA when the Lakers win. Yeah, exactly. Like, dude, I've seen like fucking Dodgers win World Series, bro. Like, man. In fucking downtown LA, I used to work in downtown LA, dude. I remember one time I was like, you know what? They're gonna win this shit. And I fucking left to my job like an hour and a half early. I was like, I ain't gonna get caught up in that crowd. I fucking got there. I went in the parking lot because we had like a closed parking lot. We had like a gated entry. Because I worked overnight. I was like, I'm getting there early as fuck. Dude. I don't give a fuck, you know. Got there early. I just waited in my car and shit. I was just watching the game in my car. Man, thankfully, dude, there was like a mob of people outside. Like, fucking trucks were getting stopped. Fucking people were ripping the trailers open, fucking taking out products and all kinds of shit. It was crazy, bro. I was like, man. So yeah, to see that, it was just an over exaggeration. And like I said, I don't want to get too political about it, but people are fucking stupid. Honestly, like seriously, people are fucking crazy and stupid. And I'm down. I'm a little bit embarrassed. Honestly, I'll be quite honest, man. It's kind of embarrassing to see that type of reaction to shit that if you really care so much about it, then do something about it. Burning cars and doing all that crazy shit, I don't think that's the right move. You know, I think that's just quite ridiculous to me. To be quite honest, motherfuckers got me fucked up, dude. If I was to be on the freeway and they stopped me from getting home, I'm killing somebody. I'm killing somebody. You don't gotta worry about the cops, guys. I'm killing you. So yeah, it was kind of crazy, man. But yeah, to see the toy was affected by it, it's even more crazy. Omar would be better defender than Luca. What in the gimp shit and M is this? Hard pass. Has the Marvel Legends people ever mentioned their pronouns? Nah, dude, that was just strictly G.I. Joe. Like I said, and I remember watching that live stream and you just saw those guys like, and I think one of the guys was let go. He was like cut, he was like fucking let go from the company. So imagine getting like just embarrassed like that. And then like a few months later, you got let go. Hooded Cobra Commander would sell out in minutes. These are resellers' wet dream. Exactly. Like how many would they fucking sell, man? I'm gonna do La Migra shot. Organizer Karen is so annoying when asking pronouns to people that have questions about G.I. Joe figures. Mad dumb. The DI shit is on the way out. Yeah, exactly. Like I've seen plenty of people talk about that, like DI, woke mob culture and all that shit. It's like, man, this shit it has affected a lot of stuff. It's affected every comic book. Most of the comic books out there, man. It's like I recently, like my comic shop closed down. It closed down because you know what? The motherfuckers ain't buying fucking gay Superman. Like, I'm sorry. They're just not buying it, dude. And it's like, that's what you rely on? You aged up Superboy to make him gay? Fucking dumbass. It's like that Super Sons comic was so fucking badass. And you just had to make this kid gay. So it's like, oh, let's age him up. It's not fucking weird. You know, it's so stupid, dude. You know, and it's like I said, I don't have nothing against gay people, but man, it's like know your fucking audience. Know your audience, dude. And that's why when you start to see all these dumbass movies, I can't wait for Ironheart. I just saw a leak about Ironheart today. I can't wait for that shit. Just the fucking memes that are gonna come out of that shit. It's like, what are you guys doing? What are you guys fucking doing? And that's why I hope that James Gunn, and I think he did, he understood people ain't in for that shit. And I can't wait for the DC stuff to take over because the Marvel shit is already cooked. It's done. It's done, Dilly. Emily's cat told her to cancel the police officer facts. Yeah, that's probably what it was, right? Fucking stupid cat. Episode 52, Omar gets political. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, man, I just said I didn't want to get political. And here I fucking go. Holy fuck, man. Come on, man. Somebody stop me. Omar, don't lose hope. DC hasn't announced who they are making gay this year. I know. I just said I have hope in the DC movies after bashing gay Superman. Holy fuck. Oh, man. But we're moving on because a little bit of an exclusive coming to Joe Fest. So we got this Lieutenant Griffin, the Eraser. And not too long ago, I was shit talking this Monster Force exclusive. I believe it was at I forgot what con it was, man. But they made this fucking Invisible Man guy fucking purple. And I said, bro, he's the Invisible Man. Why the fuck would you make him purple? Why wouldn't you just make him clear? Come to see this. And it's just like, why the fuck don't you guys just make him clear? Like, it's not difficult. Like, you don't need to make him like smoke color. You know, they kind of put like a little backstory behind it of why he can't turn invisible and all this shit. Shut the fuck up. It's like, you're fucking dumb. It's like, dude, if I would have got that translucent purple one, I would have been fucking pissed, bro. You know, so it's like, yeah, you understand the fucking assignment, dude. He needs to be fucking clear. And then it's just like they attempt to do it, and they're like, no, that's not gonna look fun enough or cool enough. Let's make them all fucking smoke gray color. Fuck off. It's like this thing. I was like, man, this shit is fucking dumb. And to see this is $39.99. fuck off, bro. Cause yo, Joe Fest, I gave it to him last year. I feel like they had the better con to DFW, man. But man, coming to DFW, bro, the fucking Joe Killer, Bobby Vala with his Action Force, Fury Wraith. Holy fuck, man. I was watching the live stream the other night. Shout out to 3POA celebrating 100 episodes. Holy fuck, bro. I wasn't prepared to see this. I was like, oh my fucking God. I was just praising Snail Shell for having the best repaints, but man, I don't think you could top this repaint right here. This shit is fucking awesome. You got the dual miniguns, the dual flamethrowers. I fucking love it, man. This being the DFW exclusive, I was like, yeah, Bobby's definitely bringing the crowd to that convention, man. It's like simultaneously going on around the same time as Joe Fest, I think, or maybe a couple weeks apart. But it's definitely like a little bit of a rivalry going on, you know, especially with Bobby. You know, Bobby's like, fuck everybody, you know, which is sometimes people, you know, it's a bit abrasive. People don't like that mentality. But man, I mean, shit, dude, the guy's going to do his own thing. Props to him, man, especially if he's coming with shit that looks this good. You know, he talks the talk, but if he's coming with stuff this good, it's walking the walk, you know, because this shit just looks fucking awesome. I love the super bright neon green on that shit. Like I said, it's like, I think it would have just looked too boring had it just been too, you know, I was just talking shit about fucking Joe color. Joe's looking all kinds of goofy. I wouldn't want him to look more green, but this brings it, man. It got that toyetic factor, like I always say. It just makes it look all kinds of fucking dope, man. And yeah, a true army builder. It's like as soon as I saw this, I was like, I gotta get 4 minimum, man. So that's why to see this fucking thing at $39.99, limit 1 per day. Okay, whatever. Like I think you're only gonna sell 1 per day. Fuck off. You know, I think this is priced at $39.99 also, and it's just like, dude, like, man, this guy's fucking killing it, bro, killing it, man. Shout out to Laser Pants too. He put together a pretty dope video. He has it like up on his YouTube channel right now. It's like pretty intense and shit. But I love this shit, man. Like I said, I gotta get 4 minimum. I definitely want to get 2 with the miniguns and then 2 with the flamethrowers and shit. Cause like, why else? Why wouldn't you? You know, why not? So that just looks fucking sweet as fuck, man. And yeah, this is like his third or fourth time doing this figure, just with different paint deco. So he had that original release, and then he had that translucent green one that I remember even regretting missing out on that one. I think that was exclusive to, I think it was like Rhode Island Comic Con or some shit. I forgot what it was, but ZoloCon or something. So that one sold out, and I was like, oh man, that one looked really cool. I even saw people kind of using it for like Doom bots and shit. Shout out to G Ronin. Saw him kind of army building that. I was like, man, that shit looks awesome. Then he just recently put out that fucking Wraith figure, that white one. I pre-ordered 2 of those recently. Got those coming in. I hope I get a clear one. You know, I hope I get a clear one. So that's another reuse of that body. To see him kind of reusing it again, it's like you would think it would be an easy pass, but like I said, when it's packed out with this much cool shit, it's got cool paint deco and stuff. It's like, yeah, I'm excited to try to get this in hand. I'm not gonna sleep on it like those translucent green ones, man. This one is going to be exclusive to the DFW, but he is going to have available stock going up on the site right after. And then it does have a chase. I do love that he still has a chase in him. So 1 of 100 blue flame variants. I'll be cool with just a regular flame, but if I can snatch one of those blue flame ones and sell it on eBay, hey, fuck it, man. That's winning, baby. So that would be fucking awesome, you know? And yeah, this shit just looks fucking killer, man. I've been seeing a lot of those Joes now coming with like the flamethrowers and stuff. And I'm like, man, that's just such a cool weapon for like a toy and shit. And yeah, to see it's like dual flamethrowers, dual miniguns. I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, man. That's what I'm fucking talking about. So like I said, definitely looking out for this going up on his site right after DFW, man. So I hope people are fucking not assholes and buying out all the stock, because I can definitely see people going in for that. But this shit right here, oh man, fucking code names. Omar hates purple smoke. It's like, dude, come on, man. Like, dude, seriously, I can't wait for that John Cena figure, that You Can't See Me John Cena. It's like Mattel understood the assignment. He's fucking clear. He's not fucking off yellow clear or some weird fucking shit. He's fucking clear, bro. This is the Invisible Man. This is the Invisible Man. Fuck, dude. Why would you make him fucking off smoke color? It just doesn't make no fucking sense. Not the fucking cats. Oh man. Shit. Haven't they repacked this dude like 3 exclusives? Hey Rick, fuck off, man. You Valaverse hater. Go fucking play with your Todd McFarlane figures, bro. Just got tired of Marvel and DC in general. Just moved to Image Comics and other third parties. Yeah, exactly. And I feel like Image, they bring it, bro. Like the Skybound stuff, especially like that fucking that Transformers stuff, the Energon stuff. I recently just started reading like the Transformers one because I had missed out. Like I said, I hadn't gone to my comic shop in a minute. Man, that's just fucking good, bro. That shit is fucking good. I was like, damn. Like I can see why people were hyped up on this shit, man. And it's just like that's not enough to support the industry, though. You know, you need these big publishers to be pumping out great stuff. And I think right now DC is good with like that absolute Batman shit. Ain't good enough, bro. It's not good enough. Even the Hush 2 series, I haven't heard anything about that shit. It's like ain't good enough, man. You know, and I don't even want to talk about Marvel and the bullshit they put out there. It's like, when's the last time you heard anybody talk about a Spider-Man comic, unless it was that fucking Ultimate run that recently happened? It's like nobody talks about that shit anymore, dude. Just tired. Yeah, purple smoke, exactly. He's like, come on, you dumbasses, do it the right way, you fucking idiots. I don't want this hard, fast, and ugly. Damn, hard, fast, and ugly is hard to please. Damn. Yeah. What's up, everyone? Yo, shout out to 8 in the house, man. What's up, 8? We got fucking Mr. Ortega Pass. Damn. We got the Vala haters up in here. Must be Joe fans. This looks better than the other green ones. I think so. I thought that translucent green one looked cool, but it's just like, yeah, you would want that as an exclusive because it's translucent like these guys just doing fucking translucent figures like as exclusives. It's like not necessary, but it still looked like a good army builder. This looks to me like necessary. It looks necessary for like cool. You can even fit this like with your Joes and stuff. You know, I know the fucking Cobra has like bats. You put 2 of these motherfuckers with your Joe guys and shit. The army green, it looks dope, man. You know, Hustle saying, man, Bobby Vala is acquired taste. You either love or hate the guy. Yeah, exactly. It's like like I said, he's very abrasive, you know. But I like I said, man, I actually enjoy people that just they stand on their business, bro. It's like they don't give a fuck like how people take it or don't. You know, it's just I am who I am and he is who he is, and I respect that. I respect people like that as opposed to people that are just fake because they want to sell you some bullshit or whatever. It's like, fuck you. You know what I mean? It's like he could easily be like all lovey-dovey and this is a community and I love everybody just to try to sell and peddle more shit, but he ain't like that, you know? So shout out to him, man. Exclusive of the year. Shout out to Codename. Screenshotting this. I'm screenshotting this, bro. If Hasbro doesn't hurry, I'll get the Mayfix T1000 to have him as a cop instead, next to the announced Mayfix John Connor. Oh yeah, we getting into that. One. I'm in for 4 of these. Yeah, exactly. 4 minimum. 4 fucking minimum. I'm talking about the Invisible repack. Yeah, that shit's fucking stupid as fuck, dude. Hold up, y'all seen that upcoming 1/3 Angel Force soldier? Super impressive. The price, not so much. I haven't seen that. And if it's that much, I don't think I want to see it, man. But jumping back to Hasbro, it looks like they're going full Ghostbusters again. So we got fucking the rooftop editions now. Which fuck, I'm pleasantly surprised about this. I think I'm gonna cop this set right here. I'm not even sure if it's a set or they're gonna be individual releases, but yeah, they kind of come with more. I kind of like my Ghostbusters to kind of have this kind of like beige suit on and stuff. I think the one that came with the HasLab, they were like the blue editions. I don't like that shit. There wasn't a reason I passed up on the HasLab, but I do want like a cool Ghostbuster set, man. So I think this might scratch the itch, you know. I know people really are dying to get those Mondo kind of real Ghostbusters, but man, the price on those shits are just a little bit too steep for me. And I've actually been catching a couple of the reviews on. I think it's the Peter Venkman that's out right now. I don't know. Like I'm actually kind of impressed with a little bit of the things that they did, but to me, it still just looks like I don't know. I've actually be more nervous about kind of playing with those a lot, you know. I don't want to say I've seen any reviews of people saying that they're breaking or that they're like very kind of cheap feeling, but it's just something about them. I don't know. It kind of reminds you of like old NECA, you know. It's just I don't know. I'll be very nervous to kind of fidget with those around and stuff or play around with those too much. But these look cool. These look pretty standard. I didn't really get any info on when these go up. I'm not sure if it's like a SDCC exclusive, but hopefully they're easy to get. And yeah, if it's one set, I think that probably would be better as opposed to just making them individual releases. I think that would just be kind of a bitch to track down and probably stupid on their end too. Maybe there might be people, maybe they might produce more of one of the characters or something, or I don't know. I think for teams like this, it's just kind of cool to just pack them all out. And then a little tease for their SDCC exclusive coming up. We got Ecto Glow Ecto 1 edition. So kind of a little bit of a retro release on this, kind of more fun, more fun. I'll say it again, baby, Toyetic factor, but not for me. I could easily pass on this. This is definitely more for like a nostalgic purchase. Some shit that I just don't have for this, so cool for the people that want it. But like I said, for SDCC exclusives, I always kind of do appreciate the companies do this as opposed to something that's kind of more necessary, a lot of the times. So this wouldn't be very like necessary for a collector, but hey man, if it's gonna scratch that nostalgic itch, gotta get it, baby. And then staying on theme with the Ghostbusters, man, looks like we got Mondo putting out their next release. We got Winston coming with the Sandman, and fuck, man, like I said, dude, every time they show one of these figures off, I'm just like $200 for this. Fuck you, bro. Like, I don't know, man. It's cool to kind of get out the Ghostbusters for like $101. But even that's just a little bit steep from what I'm seeing from those reviews. I'm just like, man, I just don't see it, man. It's just like I see NECA pumping shit out. We just took a look at that fucking TMNT 4-pack going to SDCC. That's gonna be cheaper than this, probably, most likely. It's probably gonna be in that 150 range, 160. All right. Even if it's 200, it's still cheaper than this. This shit at 202, it's like I just don't see it, man. And man, you could say Mondo's a small company. You could say they're new to action figures or whatever the fuck have you. I just don't see it, bro. I just feel like it's just too much of an upcharge that as fun as the toys might look, it's definitely for a specific type of collector. And thankfully I'm not that collector, so I can easily pass on it. But I do see a lot of people kind of mulling over pre-orders, thinking about whether they want to go in for it or not. But like I said, there is like these timed editions or whatever, so you could just get the Ghostbuster and the stuff right here on the left. That's $100. And you're telling me this right here, this Sandman guy with his fucking head and a couple of hands, that's $100 worth of toy? It's like, no fucking way, dude. I'm not that fucking retarded, man. Like, no way. I just don't see it, so it's like that to me is just a bit too outrageous. But man, I don't know, and the one thing I'm starting to see about Mondo is like they're like the new fucking Hasbro. It's like, or the new Super 7. It's like you can't say anything bad about them, guys. Like, come on, guys, this looks good. Don't talk shit, man. It's like if this would have been Super 7 doing this, people would have lost their fucking minds, dude. They would have lost it. They would have been like, all right, this is like full retard from Brian Flynn right here, So it's like, because it's Mondo, they get the pass. It's like, nah, fuck, they can go fuck off, dude. And I mean, I don't want to say all that because, like I said, even if they were cheaper, I probably wouldn't have even copped them anyway. Just to be quite honest, I mean, I'd be more inclined to, that Ghostbuster was like $50. It's like, yeah, I can see myself maybe collecting the whole set, just the Ghostbusters, $50 a pop. To say that's $100, like, man, even before all these tariff upcharges and everything, and like, see, that's the other thing. It's like now with this tariff prices, this shit's still the same price as the other ones. So what the fuck? It's like, wait, what? Like, so you could have priced them a bit lower, but I just didn't want to, It's like, nope. If this would have been any other company, like I said, you would have never heard the end of it ever. And then just looking at it, it's like, man, this looks like a fucking NECA Ultimate. This is like a NECA Ultimate edition. You get for like $35, $40. Just talking about the Ghostbuster, and then that fucking art toy, that fucking PVC statue, basically, it's like that is not $100 worth of toy. Omar it's getting ripped off by Mondo. I ain't gotten ripped off by him. I haven't bought shit from him, so it's like, but I can definitely just, it's just still, like I said, every time I see a pre-order from them, it just trips me the fuck out. Like, wait, what? This is $200. Like, fuck, man. Like, I don't see anybody unleashing on these guys, but maybe it's just lack of interest. Maybe people just didn't really want real Ghostbusters like that, Anti McFarlane. Shout out to my boy Rick, man. But Omar He-Man, yeah, I know. I'm waiting for that He-Man 200X line. And according to these guys, I saw them on I think somebody was recording them at a con or something, and they were talking about it, that they were not going to be priced at the same as the Ghostbusters. That the Ghostbusters specifically priced at this because of the license holder. Like, all right, you say that, but then now you got these tariffs and they're the same price. That's what I mean. It's just like, lying pieces of shit. Stop lying, motherfuckers. You gonna get caught in your lies, bro. Mondo is way overpriced. Great designer toy though. Yeah, exactly. They look, especially the ghosts. They just look like these like man. I just feel like any fucking toy company can just make, even if they didn't have articulation. It's like this isn't even count as articulation. It's like a swivel on the fucking neck and arms. That's it. Like, you're really, dude. All right, yeah. Go ahead and stick it in us, guys. No problem. We'll fucking wide open for you guys. Yeah. I just hope the Motu stuff, like my boy Rick is teasing, isn't anywhere near his price tags. Because then for me, it's gonna be easy pass. I'll pass on that stuff all day. But keeping it with Mondo, moving to their 1/6 editions, we got this Carnage, coming to their 1/6 line, and man, I feel like my dude been hitting that jam, bro. Look at them arms, dude. Like, fuck, am I tripping? I was like, man, I love Spider-Man the animated series, but I remember looking at Peter. He was yoked the fuck up. That Spider-Man was just too cut up. Where Venom, it's like, yeah, you would want him a little bit bigger. Hey, yo. But man, Carnage, I was just like, this just doesn't. It's something about it that just looks off, you know. And it's just like, man, they are killing it when it comes to that Batman the animated series line. I don't know why they're missing the mark with the Spider-Man the animated series stuff. It just doesn't look quite right, you know. And I feel like they gotta do something else, man. It's just like, we saw the Venom, we saw the Spidey, we saw the Black Suit Spider-Man. Now you get Carnage. It's like, man, do something else. Do like a Green Goblin. I want to see Green Goblin, or man, if they do the Rhino, like animated series Rhino, or if they do the fucking Kingpin animated series, like, that's gonna look fucking insane. And it's just like, you would think they wouldn't get nowhere near those characters, but man, you saw them pull off Clayface without a problem. It's like, yeah, Bane, they did Bane. They don't have any problem doing these bigger characters, so I kind of want to see more of that stuff. But just going to this Carnage, it's just, yeah, something about the arms and like his physique and stuff is just a little bit too cut up. Maybe I'm a little bit too jealous about it, you know. But man, it's cool for people that are in it. It's definitely got that nostalgia for everybody, you know. And I feel like that's like their biggest selling point, is like they're coming with it, man. They got the 80s cartoons on lock. They got the 90s cartoons on lock. It's like, yeah, they're definitely have their collectors in mind when they're picking out, you know, licenses and stuff. So it's smart for them, you know, because yeah, if I would have been a company, maybe it would have been harder to get this stuff, but maybe like a 7-inch scale line, you get the animated series stuff, you know, Batman or this. They're doing the X-Men stuff pretty great. Like, I don't know, I'm not mad at the stuff that they put up for pre-order, because like I said, it is cool. And then it's something for the 1/6 collectors. Like I said in the past, I feel like 1/12 collectors, we get spoiled with every kind of line. For 1/6 fans, you're always waiting for those Hot Toys pre-orders. You know, you got the fucking the Queen Studios stuff. So Mondo, I feel like, would be one of your favorite companies, you know, because they're always kind of putting out cool stuff, even if they're not the most articulated figures. They're still cool, and they're still scratching that nostalgia itch, you know. So good for them. But yeah, I've only pre-ordered that fucking Skeletor, and I am kind of taking a look at that Mumra, because I think that shit just looks awesome. But all this Spider-Man stuff, I love this cartoon growing up, but it's just something about it I'm just not even intrigued by it, at the least. And maybe I was looking at that Spider-Man, but man, like I was saying, he's just a little bit too cut up from what I remember that design. So easy pass. But again, with them, they are packing in cool accessories to give it different kind of looks and stuff, and I guess that's where they make up for in their articulation, or the lack of, you know. So they give it all the accessories you would really need to kind of have different kind of looks, pose it out differently, and yeah, you get your displays look a lot better, you know. It's not going to be so vanilla all the time. So cool for them. This, I believe, is still for pre-order. I think it's like a month-long pre-order. And I'm starting to notice that they are kind of getting away more from these like timed editions and stuff, which I always thought was fucking stupid. I was like, why you guys do this? It's like, you're already creating the molds for this, like, accessories. It's like, why would you not want people to feel enticed to buy them anytime? It's like, you're only giving me like 2 weeks to buy this shit to get everything. Fuck off. It's like, nah, no fucking way, you know. Mondo is way overpriced. Oh yeah, I read that, my man. Yeah, like I said, I feel like their 112 stuff scary price tags, but the 1/6 stuff, I don't know, it's pretty decent, but I just feel like they're lacking in the articulation area, and particularly with these Spider-Man figures, something about the sculpture is just not there. He wasn't super skinny in the anime series. He was a little more built like Peter. No, from what I remember, he was, but it's just like, man, this motherfucker is like cut up, bro. Like this dude's just too big. It's like, look at his thighs and shit. I don't remember that, but maybe I got to go back. It's like, look at this shit, bro. It's like, no way, dude. Cletus was not that cut up. I feel like their Venom was their best one, but even that one, there's something about it because you see like all the articulation and shit. I feel like that's just what's throwing it off, you know. But maybe I got to go back and watch that shit. I haven't watched that shit in years, bro. But I don't remember them looking like that. But everything else looks pretty good. Like I like that Cletus head sculpt and shit. The one that's kind of coming out of the symbiote, that shit looks dope. It's a really cool look for Carnage too in the animated series. Like that shit kind of reminds me of that Mayfex, but I like the shading on this one a lot better. Shit looks dope. And then from there, moving to Flame Toys SPDR Mech Kaiser or Tech Kaiser edition. Man, this shit is fucking awesome. This shit is dope as fuck. But man, that price tag, I was like, shit, definitely gonna be feeling that when it hits. But man, I think this shit is awesome as fuck. I always wanted that Marvel Legends bath, even though I've never seen people pose it or take pictures of it or anything. But I always thought it was like the sickest fucking bath. I was like, damn, I'm missing that from my Spidey collection. But to see this, it's like, hey man, you get like the more premium one now, fully articulated. Like it's got die cast on it. I think it's got some kind of light features on this shit too. This shit looks all kinds of crazy. And I was just looking at it like, man, maybe this shit might be the SPDR, the last SPDR that I'll need to buy. So for that, it might be worth the price. But man, you're pushing closer to $300 or something. That's like, I don't know. You gotta think twice about it. But I think this shit looks fucking sweet, man. It's just, I'm wondering if Marvel Legends goes back to that bath and kind of tweaks it around, kind of maybe redoes it as a deluxe. Because man, it's like you're seeing them pump out all these Spider-Man characters a lot of the times. It's like, fuck, some of these just look stupid as fuck. And I just love the comic book edition of the SPDR more than that Spider-Verse Across the Spider-Verse shit. I did like that one, but this one just to me just looks more gnarly. Even if it wasn't for Spider-Man or your Marvel display, it just looks like a badass fucking robot. It's got fucking Spidey type of articulation. Like that shit's sick, bro. But I don't know. I can't see myself ordering something this expensive for this. I'm kind of hoping that Marvel Legends maybe gets around to doing it again and maybe kind of updates it somehow. But knowing them, they're probably going to cut corners too, again, like always. It's fucking Hasbro. SPDR running pose looks straight out of the opening of Gundam GQX. Oh man, I still haven't watched that Gundam shit, but is that how they fucking moving that shit? Like all dynamic and shit? I gotta check it out. Honestly, I would want to see like a live action Gundam movie. Is that gonna happen? Did I see or did I dream that shit? I can imagine. I think I read that somewhere that they're working on like a live action Gundam movie. Man, I can't wait for that. Like that would be fucking awesome. I don't know if they would pick a specific edition of Gundam, but man, if they can make a Gundam Wing, that was my favorite Gundam is Gundam Wing. They can make a movie out of that, kind of condense the storyline a little bit, just a bit. Oh man, that would be fucking awesome. I think it would sell a shit ton of tickets to that because yeah, Gundam is crazy popular. I'm always amazed how popular it is over the years, man. It's like that Gunpla and shit. Shout out to Gunpla Melly's my favorite YouTuber. My favorite toy tuber. She's fucking awesome. Sub to her channel. But man, yeah, this is one that I'm gonna put on my radar. Maybe see what's up. See how the funds are when this shit hits. Yeah, maybe I'll go in for it, man. I know Flame Toys is always kind of putting out cool shit. Sometimes they're a bit stylized, but I like what they do, man. They definitely have like cool designs to their shit all the time. And then this thing has been getting teased out for a minute, man. I remember seeing this, I think, in 2023. So to see it's finally going up for pre-order, hopefully the production of it is already on the way. It's like hopefully they're already working on this goddamn thing. I agree. This looks sick, but 200 is kind of crazy. Yeah, it's like, fuck that. Maybe I'll wait after the Tariff Wars are over. Flame Toys, I like to see a solid review before purchasing this. Yeah. Yeah, definitely you got to check out a review on this shit before you drop that dime, man. Because shit, this shit is gonna be pricey. Gundam GKX. I hate pronouncing that shit. GQuacks. Starts okay. Give ass Gridman vibe. It does get better later on. It references original and Zeta Gundam like crazy. Okay. Yeah. I always want like the classic RX-78, and then I always just love the designs of the fucking Gundam wing stuff. Like those are my favorite Gundams. But the fucking that GQX, whatever the fuck it's called. That shit looks pretty cool too. I like the design of that shit. Shit looks awesome. Like I was saying last time, I hope 3-0 one day can do Gundam. I don't want to be building on my fucking Gundam on some Gunpla shit. It's like I just want a big fucking diecast Gundam, bro. That would be awesome. And then Sentinel also putting out more of these like armored editions, fighting armor Marvel characters. So we got the Iron Spider, Onyx Stealth Tech version. I got the amazing Yamaguchi of this. I don't even know why the fuck I bought. I was like, that's just fucking stupid. Like, why did I get this shit? I just put it back in the box. So yeah, you get a fighting armor now, and then you get a Miles Morales. It's like, man, dude, this shit, man, I don't know. It's for somebody. It's just not for me. I've actually bought 2 of them before though, and I've regretted those purchases almost instantly. I got the Iron Man, which wasn't that bad. I was like, yeah, it's a cool Iron Man. It's like diecast. And then I got the Captain America that I was just like, why did I get this? This is fucking dumb. And I wish the War Machine would have came out after the Iron Man. I would have just instantly bought that and just been happy. I've seen the Deadpool, looks kind of cool, but they've done like Wolverine, Black Panther, they did Thor, Magneto, Cyclops. It's a little bit too out there, man, but hey, you get a fucking Spider-Man, with the Waldos and shit, and then able to reuse it for Miles. It's just like I said, it's for somebody. It's just I don't know. I have to pass on these myself. Yo, later, Rick, man. Thank you for stopping by, Rick. Shout out to Future Rick. Such his channel. He's got YouTube popping off. He's got to round out that fucking that tournament that he's got. I know he's got the final coming up. So shout out to Rick. Like I said, go give that guy a sub. They pronounced it G Quack. They showed one of their Gundam on G Freed, and it looks basically an Evangelion. Okay, yeah, it's definitely got like that more modern type of design to it, but I gotta check out the show, man. But yo, keeping it with the Spider-Verse, move to the Sentinel Spider Punk. And man, I was actually kind of surprised by this. I was like, damn, I thought they were just doing like the first movie stuff, but apparently not. Apparently they're moving into the second one. So now you get your chance at Spider Punk if you haven't picked up the Marvel Legends or the SH Figure Arts. I almost pulled the trigger on the SH Figure Arts. I saw it go on sale for like, I want to say $50 on Amazon. And I was like, hey, that's a pretty cool price. It was like 40% off. And I was just like, nah, I'm good. I was like, fuck. It's like when the movie is this fucking old already, it's like, I think I'm good with the Legends. As crazy as that sounds, it's like, nah. So even the Sentinel, man, I love that Sentinel fucking Peter B. Parker. Last shit's fucking awesome. That's probably one of my favorite Spider-Man figures, but like, nah, I love that, and I love the Miles. I've never actually picked up the Gwen. I think I got to backtrack on that one because I don't like her unmasked head sculpt, but the way these things move, they just feel so smooth, man. It's like the Sentinel shit definitely has like good like quality, but like I said, if it's like a character like this, I think I'm already good with what I got. But it does get me excited to get like that Spider-Man 2099 from this shit because I passed up on the Figure Arts. I passed up on the Legends because obviously the Legends one shit, and then that Figure Arts, I think that was like 140-ish. Where this one will probably be like around that same price. It was like 140, it's like 120 or whatever. So I'm hoping that they put that out probably around the same price, and yeah, I'll probably swoop in there. But this looks fucking good, man. This looks really good. I know that Figure Arts was moved fairly well, but for my money, I think this one's gonna be a lot better. Just like I said, the quality to the Sentinel stuff is it's just fucking smooth, bro. I don't know how else to describe it. That shit feels like butter. But yeah, I think I'm good as it looks. And then they also got the unmasked head sculpt that to me looks better than the Figure Arts. I don't know what the fuck happened to that SH Figure Arts. I saw a lot of people going to like third-party customizers for like extra head sculpts and stuff, both for the Legends and the Figure Arts, which is kind of crazy that Bandai couldn't fucking do that shit when it's kind of more up their alley as an anime character and shit. So it was kind of ridiculous to me that they couldn't put together a good fucking Spider Punk head sculpts and shit. But this looks good. Like I said, it looks good, but I don't know. I'm already kind of done past this movie. And then that sequel to that's taking a fucking minute. I heard that voice actor to Miles is a fucking creep of the week. That was like trying to hit on what was the name of the actress, the Kate Bishop? I forget her fucking name. She's like going out with Josh Allen and stuff. I heard that was like trying to hit on her and all kinds of crazy shit, like stalking her and all kinds of fucking creepy stuff. And yeah, apparently it got too creepy and they had to kind of delay some of that movie, man, because it's like, dude, you're the voice of Miles, bro. We can't make this without you. Stop fucking being a creep. So yeah, I guess it's fucking delayed production. I don't think it comes out until 2027 now or some crazy shit. So yeah, we gotta wait to see the end of that. But man, I just feel like when movies drag on that long, it kind of takes you out of everything else. You know, you kind of just you're good on the merch, you're good on the toys. At least myself, even just like a hype beast about it. But I don't know. Like I said, I'm already good with the Legends and almost pulled the trigger on the SH figure arts. So I'm kind of happy I didn't. So if I do end up going in for this, I won't have fucking 3 Spider Punks. That would be ridiculous. But man, I hope Marvel Legends goes back and makes like a classic comic book Spider Punk one day, man. That old ass one is just super outdated. But I've always liked the look of that shit, the classic comic look, where this design isn't bad either. But to me, the comic one was always a lot better, man, you know? So yeah, this shit probably gonna be a pass for me, but it is up on overseas sites, I think already. I actually didn't get the price tag on it, but it comes with a fair amount of stuff. And it's smart for them to kind of do that eye accessory and shit, so you don't got to get different head sculpts. It's like, yeah, you see companies like that smart about it, you know. Marvel Legends could have easily done that shit, but they're just too fucking dumb. They're just too fucking dumb, man. You know, you even got the guitar picks on there, so that shit's pretty fucking sweet, dude. I ain't gonna lie. And yeah, the head sculpts, man, they look a lot better. I wish I would have got the side by side with the Bandai stuff. Those Bandai ones are fucking terrible, man. So be on the lookout for that. And then, yo, man, third party looks like third party is coming up, fucking coming out swinging too, man. CC Toys teasing out their own Spider Punk, so you probably see this shipping out fairly soon. So the Sentinel's a little bit too expensive, man. There's options, guys. We got options, all right. So man, if I didn't have the Marvel Legends, I'd probably be all over this, man. But yo, man, they're not stopping there. It looks like Mez Toys also putting out more of these amazing Yamaguchi style Spider-Mans. So we got fucking Scarlet Spider. And then we got, what's his name? Chasm. So we got the Ben Reilly Spider-Mans, the Spider-Mans. I passed up on this Marvel Legends because that shit was just fucking outdated as fuck. But I do kind of like the designs to this like Chasm character. I remember reading the comic where he fucking came out and shit. Fool got thrown into some kind of fucking acid or some kind of crazy shit. So yeah, it's pretty cool design. Kind of switch it up for fucking Ben Reilly, you know. And then this right here, I did not have this on my bingo card. Looks like they're gonna do an amazing Yamaguchi comic book Venom. So this thing is gonna look fucking crazy, man. So yeah, I'm actually gonna pre-order this. I haven't gone down any of these like third party routes and stuff. I've been tempted lately, but I don't know. I'm just like fuck. I still have shit I haven't even fucking opened, man. I don't need to buy like third party bootleg stuff, but their shit is looking good though. I can't deny it, you know. And they might get me for this Venom, but they'll probably get me for this Invincible figure right here, man. Because yeah, people are really, really excited to get some Invincible action figures, man. Like my boy Rick was just kind of saying, man, maybe SDCC we get a full reveal from Jada, but it looks like these guys are beating them to the punch, man. So these motherfuckers in Hong Kong, bro, says coming soon. They fucking mean it, man. They mean it. It's coming soon, guys. Like it's just probably gonna go over pre-order in the next couple of weeks, and then a week after, it's gonna be hitting your doorstep, man. So be on the lookout for that. Because yeah, this is pretty crazy. I definitely saw them doing more of the Spider-Mans. And I think they were putting out a message on their social media asking if they would prefer this like hoodie to be plastic or for it to be soft goods. I think you got to go soft goods, man. You know, especially when there's a lot of third-party companies out there or third-party customizers out there already producing soft goods. It's like, bro, you guys can do it, you know. And it's like if you're already copying the molds and copying everything and fucking bootlegging shit that you don't even have to license out, at least don't skimp out on that, you know. So hopefully they do decide to do that. And then yeah, like I said, they're probably gonna make every kind of Spider-Man suit, every kind of Spider-Man character. So man, if there's one out there that you're really excited to see, they're probably working on it already. And then this Venom, like I said, this Venom is just something that, man, Amazing Yamaguchi. I know they put out their Venom before, that monster Venom. That shit's awesome. I've always wanted that shit. Never pulled the trigger on it, but this looks different, bro. This is different, you know, bigger body and shit. So this is gonna be all kinds of fun. And then, like I said, man, it's crazy to see that no company has jumped on this, man, until Jada. So hopefully Jada does come out with an action figure line, which I imagine they will. You know, I can't see them not doing it, but we gotta wait to see that. Hustle SM saying, I love the SHF Spider Punk. If I'm being honest, get the Sentinel, no comparison. Yeah, like I said, the SHF one looked great, man, but I really love the stuff that the Sentinel does. Even though I've only copped 2 of their shit, I'm really impressed by the stuff that they put out. At least the stuff I picked up, but I'm sure the rest of their stuff is equally killer. I wish Sentinel would do that female Doc Ock from the Spider-Verse. Yeah, yeah, they're probably gonna work on some crazy shit, man, but they're really slow to put stuff out. You know, it's like it's gonna take them a fucking minute. You move on to something else. My man Raceland. Oh, he's probably talking about something else. Miles VA is a major creep on Haley Steinfeld. Yeah, the fucking voice actor to Miles. Yeah, he was hella creeping on her, bro. Where she had to get some kind of cease and desist from what I heard, which is crazy. But it's like you're working on a movie with this fucking guy, you know? It's like, fuck, dude. Oh man, that's embarrassing, dude. Haley Steinfeld and Shamik Moore. Yeah, there you go. Yo, Darth G in the building. What up, Darth? He says, snap on a Monday. Yep, Monday Night War, baby. Monday Night War, Monday Night Raw. Japanese seller is selling Sentinel Peter B. Parker re-release for 140 USD. Fuck my life. Yeah. I think I got an extra of that. I think I've actually bought 2 of those when they came out, because I remember when I bought it, I was like, man, this shit feels fucking great. And I was like, man, this shit's so good. When they put the reissue out, I think I ordered another one of that and another one of the Miles. Bro, I have like a fucking couple bins, not like bin figures, but I'll buy like stuff sometimes that I'll just like, why the fuck did I buy an extra? This is like a fucking idiot. I'll just put it in the fucking bin. It's like, oh man, when I gotta go through that shit, it just kind of sell off stuff that I don't want anymore for sure. CT Toys equals Mess Toys, not playing around. Yeah, from what I understood, it's the same company, man. It's like these guys ain't slick, bro. They ain't slick about it, man. But it's like, man, they're bootlegging Mayfex, they're bootlegging Bandai SH Figuarts, they're bootlegging Amazing Yamaguchi. It's like they're gonna bootleg whatever the fuck they gotta do, man. So I don't think there's any stopping them either. That Invincible should be a good one. Yeah, I think so. The only thing I don't like I said, about this stuff is like it's like outdated Yamaguchi. You know, it's like I feel like they're advancing themselves, and these fucking bootleggers are just too slow. Too slow. Fuck your IP. Fuck your IP. Yeah, exactly. That's their model for sure. Battle Beast has to be the first wave. Yeah. See, if they're doing this Venom, and then they might have a body ready to do like a Battle Beast, which be in fucking insane. But you're probably talking about Jada Toys, huh? Yeah, they are. Jada Toys is definitely gonna get crazy with that line, man. So I'm excited to see that next few weeks, if that is what's coming. I'm into animated movie if they take too long. Yeah, Raisin. I got you, Raisin. Jada, give me that bearded Omni-Man and my life is yours. Hey, yo, pause, baby. 140 USD for Peter B. Parker reissue is what chat say. Get it or not? I don't get that shit, Ghost Tab. Oh, nah, fuck no, bro. Isn't there a reissue out like in stock somewhere? I saw that shit recently. Like they've done like multiple restocks, dude. And they're probably gonna do another one. They're probably gonna do another restock if they're putting out more characters from that shit. 140 is crazy for that shit, man. But jumping back to Marvel, we get into the Marvel Legends SDCC exclusives, and I gotta say, man, I'm quite surprised. I'm quite pleasantly surprised with these SDCC exclusives, man. I feel like I'm going in for a majority of them across the board from Hasbro, because we're gonna get into another one right now. That holy shit, man! Fuck it, I knew it. I knew Star Wars wasn't dead, baby. Y'all were talking shit, but not me. But let's get into this Legends exclusive, because man, this to me, I saw this and I saw a huge uproar over this fucking what's this fucking guy's name? I fucking forgot already. Sauron figure. The Sauron Bath repackages into this 3-pack with Shaun of the She-Devil and my girl Rogue. And man, the one thing tripping me out online this week was people talking shit about that Rogue head sculpt. I was like that one fucking that one meme. Why are you gay? It's like, dude, are you kidding me? I was like, bro, she looks smoking hot, dude. I was like, what the fuck are people talking about? I was like, am I tripping? They're like, her eyes look weird. I was like, dude, what the fuck are y'all on, dude? Like, I was like, seriously? I was like, dude, I did not see that. I was like, what the fuck are these people on, man? This shit looks great, dude. Yeah, maybe people were like, I'm gonna get an extra head sculpt, a third party head sculpt. I was like, why the fuck would you do that? Like, what the fuck? I thought I was losing my mind. I saw multiple people saying that. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, this shit looks great to me, man. And that Sauron bath, that was like a killer wave. What wave was that actually? I think it was what was that, like Lady Deadpool? I think it was like Deadpool was like boxer shorts, I think. Man, it was a pretty decent, I think X23. It was like a pretty decent wave, but I never built out the bath. So I was actually pretty cool to cop this, man. You know, I think I would have felt some type of way had I had the bath, obviously. So you know, you have to rebuy a figure that you don't have already. Where they kind of dress it up differently a little bit. They give it like different accessories. They give it like a different kind of paint apps. This to me looks, I don't want to say it looks better. I do like how the bath looked. It looked like more comic book. This being more Marvel Snap edition. It's like, oh snap, here we go again. You know, they had to kind of tweak it around, kind of, you know, justify repacking it. But man, I thought the Rogue and the Shauna looked fucking great. I would have been in there just for the 2-pack, but you throw this Sauron in there, yeah, it's gonna raise the price a bit, but it's a killer bath that obviously the market took a hit now, but I think this thing was going for like over $100 in that 120 range, you know. So it's like, yeah, it's too little too late for people that didn't build out the bath, but you know, it's good for new collectors or people that just didn't build it out, you know. So I can definitely understand those people that are feeling like this dude in the picture right here on the screen, yelling and shit. But I don't know. I was quite happy with it, man. I was like, hell yeah, it's my opportunity now to cop this. And just that's the cherry on top, because the other two figures are really the stars of the pack, you know. So you get these extra accessories to kind of get that little hypnosis for his eyes and shit. So that's pretty dope. But like I was saying, the stars of the show are the fucking ladies, man. They look killer. Probably would want to see a little bit more bust on that Rogue. I think that's my only nitpick. But when I saw people shit talking the head sculpt, I was like, man, what the fuck are y'all seeing, bro? Like, am I not seeing something? She got like a booger in her nose, or what the fuck's going on, man? I like it. I think it's killer, and it's a cool way for them to kind of put this Rogue out there. You know, I always kind of find it weird when people say or they say that like, oh, they can't put this character in a single card. If a mom sees that at Target, she's gonna lose her shit. It's like, shut the fuck up, dude. It's just the stupidest reasoning. But hey, man, if that's the reason, then obviously they got to get kind of creative with how they put these types of characters out, skimpy as they are. So for me, it's cool. I'm happy with it. I probably would have wanted a single carded out. But hey, man, like I said, you get the Shauna too. She looks pretty awesome. Also, probably would have wanted to see an extra head sculpt with her. Just maybe with the hair not so windswept, because it's probably going to hinder a lot of articulation. I mean, not so much because it is kind of swept to the side, but yeah, I thought this 3-pack was fucking killer. Just wondering about the price. I don't think we got any price tags on this shit, man. Not yet, at least, but I'm thinking this thing is gonna be closer to that $100 price point, where I don't know, man. That might be too expensive, you know. Because we can get to a Black Series one right now that's 110, but this, I'd be happy if this was like $79.99, but knowing Hasbro, they're gonna stick that SDCC tax on it. It ain't gonna be no $79.99. This thing's probably gonna be $100, you know. So that's gonna be a bitch, but hey, I like it, you know. And it's probably one that even if I did pass up on, I don't give a fuck. I wouldn't feel some type of way. I didn't build out that Zabu bath. I saw a lot of people talking about that they would have rather had that bath kind of repackaged into this as a 3-pack. I would have been fucking stoked for that too, because I didn't build that shit out. But I felt like that's just too recent of a bath. You know, these guys are definitely going back into the archives and putting in older stuff out, kind of repackaging it more as a deluxe release. Like I said in the past, they recently did that Venom pool. I was happy about that one too. I copped that shit. They're dipping back into the archives with like older releases and stuff, and sometimes they tweak them around. Sometimes it's just a straight re-release. They recently kind of put out the Professor X, the Kingpin for the people that didn't have those characters and stuff. So I feel like it's a safe bet that if you got some old ass shit and you can get like top dollar for it, move the fuck on. Like, sell that shit, bro. You gonna get stuck with holding the fucking bag. Piss the fuck off at Hasbro. But you know they're gonna do it. They're gonna always gonna do this bullshit, you know. So I don't know. I don't want to say go through your old collection and sell every old shit, but you don't ever want to do that. And like I was saying, I can understand those collectors that are like pissed off by it. It's like, oh man, you piece of shit. But even though the market took a hit, you can still probably get like, I heard people selling this thing for like $60, $50, $80, you know. So just hit the eBay, bro, if you want to move off of it, I think. Because there's definitely gonna be people that want to sell the old one, or maybe even this one. Maybe they don't even want this new one, you know. And I'll definitely see people going after that on the secondary market too, because maybe they might not be into the ladies or whatever. But this looks cool. This looks awesome to me. So I'm the jar 3-pack. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's this is a cool one, man. But man, I don't know. I'm just wondering about the price tag. Just knowing Hasbro, how they like to stick it to the customer. If it keeps you up at night and don't want to miss out, I assume that's the price from now on. Yeah, maybe you're right. Exactly. That's kind of how they're looking at it, right? Awesome exclusive Maximum Rogue. Yeah, dude. I was like, you know what? She could have been a little bit better, but I feel not because of the head sculpt. I just feel maybe some of the body, you know, it's just they always kind of skimp out, you know, where they don't need to. Yeah, cheapest price I found is 120 USD for the issue official JP seller. That's a fair price, man. That's a great Spider-Man, dude. That's probably one of my favorites. Better than the Maximum. If you do want it, then you might have to go for it and have peace of mind. Never know when they might restock. Yeah, exactly. Always talking to my man Ghostav. Yeah, exactly, man. If it's something that you're after and you want, go ahead and get it, dude. Gives a fuck what people say. But man, yeah, this 3-pack is pretty cool. I'm definitely digging it. Like I was saying, even if it's $100, I'll still probably cop, because yeah, I do need the I don't need the bath, but I'm happy to get it, man. So I've been on that shit. Albert's Archive, where you been, man? Yo, Albert, what up, bro? I heard it's World War III over there at work, man. Shout out to Albert. Oh man, I heard they're fucking buried in work, bro. I'm off tomorrow, all right? Man, shout out to Albert, man. It's my boy at work. He's fucking awesome. Hustle SM, these two ladies missing the saber-tooth tiger and Tarzan. Yeah, the Kazar, dude, that Kazar is drying up. And recently, I think it went on sale. I think it dropped down to like $15, I want to say. And then quickly after, it just started going up. I think now it's like creeping towards $30 if you can still find it. But I've only seen it on Amazon. I think BBTS sold out of that shit or whatever. And yeah, it's probably gonna dry up by the time this comes out, it's probably gonna be gone already. Rayson, thanks for the comments. No problem, man. Shout to Rayson, shout to Ghostav. But yeah, this is an awesome exclusive that yeah, I'm in for. And then just the possibility of that, more of these snap designs, you know, because that's kind of what this is based around. It's not really the comic edition or whatever. Man, I've been seeing like all these artists always kind of like illustrate all different cards for this game and shit. I don't play it myself, but I do like the artwork that they're putting into it. And man, if it gives you know, Hasbro or Marvel Legends the ability to kind of produce this stuff, that's fucking awesome. Like, that's awesome. You know, next year they're gonna do Marvel Rivals like figures. They're definitely gonna do that. Like, and then I think I recently saw like a new fighting game coming out, like Tokon, Marvel Tokon or some shit like that. So they got like these like Japanese inspired, like anime inspired, like Marvel looking characters. I'm still going in for that if it's a popular game, you know. So it's cool for them to do it. And then staying on that whole little theme of SDCC exclusive, looks like Jada's kind of teasing some of their stuff out. So apparently these are gonna be packed in with this M Bison and Dalshin figure. So we got these player 3 Bison and player 2 Dalshin. But cool thing about them is that they always do pack in these like extra head sculpts for the past releases. And then these fucking accessories, bro. Like, come on, man. You could just sell me the accessories, bro. I'd be fucking plenty happy. Like, this is fucking awesome, bro. I was like, gotta have it. And it's crazy that no third-party customizer, you know, 3D printed this out already. Like, that would have been like, they would have been making money, bro. They would have been printing money, dude, you know? So it's like, fuck, you know? Or even just like little cutouts, like plastic, like just a plastic cutout. I think I've seen somebody do that in like toy photography. I was like, yeah, that's pretty creative. Like, you know, like little plexiglass type shit. That would have been probably smart. You know, they probably could have got away with that. Even Jada, if they would have just done that, like a little flat plastic that just like, you know, had this painted on there, probably would have been cheap looking or whatever. Probably people would have wanted the more like the plastic like a figure almost. But cool to see them that they aren't going to skimp out on it. And yeah, if these are the exclusives, I got to get the M Bison, bro, because like I said, he's got that grinning head sculpt, man. I fucking hated that didn't come with that regular edition. And then that doll Shin where he's blowing the fucking smoke and shit, yoga flames. That shit's sick, bro. So yeah, they're probably gonna get me for these two, man. Where I still gotta backtrack on that SDCC exclusive Chun-Li figure because I did see that had extra head sculpts right there with that original release where she's like more smiling. Damn it, Jada. Damn it. So yeah, this is killer shit. But man, like I was saying, this is just fucking awesome. And this is me after seeing this next SDCC exclusive. Cause holy fuck, bro. Fucking Star Wars live stream. Hasbro Black Series live stream. We so back, baby. We are fucking back in business, guys. Cause man, I was watching this live stream and this was me on the couch. I was fucking in flames watching this. I was like, wait, what? Holy fuck. I have the high ground. Fuck you. I hate you. Oh man, this is fucking awesome, bro. I was like, dude, all these times these motherfuckers online tell me that Star Wars is dead. Go fuck yourself. Well, fuck off. Just let me have my fun. Don't yuck my yum. Oh, this is awesome, bro. Black Series, man. Is this the best Black Series release ever? I think so, man. I fucking think so, dude. Where, man, I almost pulled the trigger on that Ahsoka Anakin. But I wanted more like I remember I have like that old Clone Wars one. And I was like, this one has more like a live action kind of head sculpt. I was like, maybe I get it. Nah. I was like, I'll pass. Thankfully, I saw that one kind of shooting up in price. It started to sell out pretty fast. I was like, whatever. I missed out. Thankfully, bro. Because man, new sculpt on this Anakin, bro. You get some boot swivel on this shit. You get the fucking force hands. Oh, this is fucking this is awesome. Anakin, you're my brother. I love you. Fuck you, Obi-Wan. You fucking piece of shit. Oh man, this is fucking killer, bro. Where the photography always off the chain, man. Shooting the galaxy. I don't know how the fuck the guy does it, man. But when I was watching this live stream, I was like, man, that's a fucking awesome dio. I was like, that's fucking awesome. Wait a minute. Wait, what? Wait, what? This is coming with the fuck. Oh, fuck. I was like, holy fuck, dude. We're even this. It's like, damn, that's how fucking starved we were for Black Series collectors. Fucking force hands. It's fucking the most exciting thing. It's like hand accessories. Like, yes, dude, yes. Why didn't you ever do this, man? And it's just like, you know what, man? Shout out to my boy Brandon. He used to be on Dan Who's stream. What's his name? Hero Dot Collections, I think it is. I recently seen him and I noticed him kind of working with like the Hasbro Black Series team. Like I think it was like a year ago or a year and a half ago. Stopped going on he was like stopped being the co-host on Dan Who's show. Love Dan Who's show. Shout out to Dan Who. Shout out to Rich M. That show is awesome. No, my man catches a lot of hate, but I think that show is the go-to for Marvel Legends news and stuff. Like I don't really catch too many of his reviews all the time, but his live shows I always tune in. I love it. And yeah, Brandon was a pretty cool co-host. I know he used to catch a lot of heat too because he used to kind of go full shill some of the times. But ever since he started working for the Black Series guys or Hasbro, I've noticed that they've been putting out some fucking fire, bro. Like recently, I got the Shakti and the Undali figure. Those couple Jedi figures. I got the Rex. I was like, man, I'm buying a lot of Black Series, like low key, you know. I was like, man, I haven't bought a full wave of Black Series in a minute. I got that 2-pack, that Yoda 2-pack recently. I was like, okay. I feel like he's in that office and he's kicking down that door with the designers, with the fucking the people making the decisions. Because he's a huge Star Wars fan, man. And no other explanation other than that. Because I always felt like this team was just lacking passion. It just looked like they just kind of were like whatever about it, you know, like whatever, fuck it, let's just put this in. This is fucking awesome, bro. Like seriously, I did not see this coming from fucking Hasbro Black Series. Like this is killer shit right here, man. Where like I was saying, you get the accessories, you get this fucking platform with the fucking lava fire coming out to hold it up, that extra droid. where like Anakin's, you could stand him on there and shit. Like, come on, man. Like, this is fucking fire, bro. This is literal fire, dude. Those head sculpts on that Anakin dude, where he's like full on, full Sith. He's got the hate in his eyes. Hate. Oh man, I love it, bro. I love it. Where I was like, damn, SDCC exclusive. This is gonna be the one to get. This is gonna be the one to get over any fucking thing else. That fucking Marvel Legends 3-pack, whatever the fuck. What are the other team? I don't even care. Who cares? The G.I. Joe one. Who gives a fuck about that stupid band? That shit's stupid. This shit is fire, bro. Fire. Where it's like, man, I can't wait to just buy this shit and display it, just like on this platform, like where they're just dueling it out, duking it out. Just so fucking awesome, bro. Like, just give me it now. Give it to me now. Where, yeah, after you start to look at the whole release, you start to wonder, okay, what's this shit gonna cost? What's this shit gonna cost? That's a big ass box. Apparently, this shit's $110. Bro, I'm like, okay, man, you gotta pay to play. You gotta pay to fucking play, dude. And man, as cool as this looks, you knew that we're gonna take it out of our ass, or at least my ass, because I know I'm going for it. Can't speak for everybody, but this shit's killer, bro. And yeah, this is gonna be the one that I just instantly go to Hasbro Pulse for as soon as it goes up. If I miss out on anything else, I don't give a fuck. I can't miss out on this one. This shit's fucking killer to me, and I already have an Obi-Wan. I have an Anakin, but man, these just look that much better. They even look better to me than the fig arts. Obviously, just gonna point out the articulation. I'll point it out. Single jointed knees and elbows. Those shits ain't it. But those huge like elbow joints that the Black Series has, they kind of allow pretty decent range. Look at that Obi-Wan right here on the right. He's able to double grip that fucking lightsaber pretty good. He's able to extend his arm pretty far. Like I said, they added the boot swivel now on the Anakin and stuff, and the Obi-Wan apparently. So you get better posing. It's like, yeah, you got him doing everything you really need him to do. So it killer shit, man. Killer fucking shit for them. So shout out to them. I'm still protesting Black Series. No emperors. Hashtag no emperors, right? No Emperor's Day. Yeah, I don't know, man. But man, this is fucking awesome. Yeah, I can't miss out on this shit, bro. I gotta get this shit, My man Tyler, I was saying, I hope torso isn't loose. He's talking about the Rogue. Yeah, probably. Oh man, Psycho Crusher. Yeah, there you go. Flames them up. I gotta get that exclusive too, man. But this is gonna be the exclusive that like I said, out of all the companies so far, what I've seen, I'm like, man, this is the one that I can't miss out on. Like, no fucking way, bro. Omar going to SDCC confirmed now. Oh man, I wish. I don't know. Maybe I don't live too far away from there. Maybe I just take the trip down to just for one day at least. I'll stop by my boy Rick's house and shit and just crash at his pad. That fat chick with the glasses is the only reason I watch the Star Wars live stream. Hey, yo, there you go, bro. I see you. That redhead. I see you, bro. Obi-Wan, you were my brother. I love you. No homo. Is this the end of RosCon, dude? Right? I think it is, man. I didn't even plan to watch this live stream. I was just like, oh shit, Black Series live stream. I was like, yeah, let me check it out. I was like, all right, we get some TVC stuff. Because we're gonna take a look at what TVC released right now, and I was like, not bad, pretty cool. And then when they showed this off, I was like, holy fuck, bro! Like, damn, these guys, they're actually thinking now, where it's just like, man, I still remember that fucking HasLab, that failed HasLab. Man, they're fucking dumb. Man, I was like, dude, these guys are just too dumb. But like I was saying, I think it has something to do with my boy Brandon, bro. I feel like he's kind of steering them in the right direction, and it's just crazy. Like I've said in the past, it's crazy that you're seeing prequel stuff or OG trilogy stuff. You ain't seeing none of that sequel shit. No kind of Ray exclusive, none of that shit, bro. That Acolyte shit. You're gonna see no Andor SDCC exclusive. Remember, a few years ago, they did that Andor exclusive. I was like, "Fuck is this?" It's like, "What the fuck is this? Who the fuck would want this shit?" I was like, "No way, dude. That's not how you do exclusive. This is how you kill it, man. This is how you kill the game." So, man, shout out to them. I'm all over this shit. Like I was saying, you get multiple display options. Man, what more can you ask for, bro? This is killer, So this is awesome. So be on the lookout for that. $110. And then they got into a couple of reveals. They had the Ronin on display right there. So they got the fucking repaint on him. It's pretty cool, you know. I already got the other edition. The only thing this thing's missing is that soft goods robe, man. It's gonna be hella lacking, but motherfuckers, I think I would have wanted that painted head sculpt on the other one because the other one's just super monotone, but it's all right. And then we got Bares Kofi or some shit. I forget this chick's name, but she was a fucking traitor. So fuck her. I think I'm good on this one. It just looks a little bit too plain Jane. But hey, man, another little Jedi slash wannabe Sith. So it's pretty cool. And then we get this fucking Imperial Jedi Guard or whatever. Imperial. I mean, this Jedi fucking guard looks pretty cool. So he looks pretty dope. You know, I don't know if I need him particular, but I do like the design on it. It just has like that more classic Star Wars look and stuff, especially from like the novels and all that shit, the video games and all that stuff. It has a cool design to it, you know. And it's like I said in the past, it's so easy to design characters for Star Wars and put them on toys. It's like they can do it so easily. I say that, and then they make this, because then we moved to their Halloween editions, and what the fuck? When I saw this, I was like, all right, they can't all be hitters. Like this is kind of dumb, but they always do get into doing these like goofy holiday editions. So they got this witch. It's like fucking dumb. I saw this, I was like, okay, they trying a little bit too hard here, bro. I was like, they trying just a little bit too hard here. Where yeah, they can miss me all day with this. So this is definitely coming to Ollie's. I know it says pre-order available at Amazon, but this is full on Roscon, full on Ollie's exclusive. So be on the lookout for that. And then we get this ghost figure where I saw people pointing this out, man. It's like they would refuse to do a Cobra Commander, a hooded Cobra Commander, but then they put this fucking thing out. It's just like, all right, guys, a white hooded character. Okay. You get it. Does glow in the dark, so that it's kind of fun, you know. Like I said about these are going to be the most fun, obviously, during that holiday season, you know, or for whatever holiday it is. So I can see this, you know, people having a lot of fun with this during Halloween. But man, they can miss me all day with this. So this one's going to Target, and then we get a Mummy Stormtrooper. Where yeah, this is just kind of going a little bit full retard, you know, for my liking. But I don't know. People do have a lot of fun with these when they come out. So this one's going to be available at Walmart, but no information on when they go up, just where they go up. Kind of just give you a little estimation, obviously closer to Halloween. So probably start seeing these ship out sometime September, I would hope. Maybe August, I would really hope so. Because whenever they put these out and then they show up during Thanksgiving or Christmas, it's like, yeah, one assignment. You have one assignment, guys. It's like maybe show this off at the beginning of the summer, you know, like right at the beginning, and get this shipped out right away. So you fucking guys, whenever these show up, I remember like those Santa Claus figures. It's like they always show up like January, February, and it's just like I don't even want this shit anymore. Why the fuck would you like? Damn it, dude! Like you got to get that logistics right, bro, for this type of shit, you know. And it's like that's why I don't like these toys. I just feel like they're too niche, you know, way too niche, you know. I know the TMNT guys are doing it with the Universal Monster stuff, and yeah, they look cool enough. You know, they got wicked sculpts on them, but way too niche for my liking. Like I definitely don't have room for this on my shelves, but they are fun toys at the end of the day, you know. So I do give them that. But man, going to the vintage collection, this TIE Advanced TIE Fighter, Darth Vader TIE, holy fuck, dude. This shit just looks fucking awesome, man. It's like obviously the design to it carries it, but man, to see a toy of it, it's like, fuck, this is fucking cool. It's so cool that I want it, man. But that price tag, $140, sheesh, that is a little bit too pricey for me, man. You know, or maybe I'll wait for a sale on this. I think this might be Hasbro Pulse exclusive though, so I don't necessarily think they go on sale too much on there, but man, this thing looks fucking gnarly. It just looks fucking cool as hell. Like I just want to hang this shit up from like my ceiling and shit. This shit just looks dope, man. You get like that panel, that damaged panel and stuff. You can swap in and out. Like that's fucking dope. They didn't need to do that, but like I said, man, I feel like they've got a little bit more inspiration on their team now to kind of pump out cool stuff. And I don't know if you could attribute that to Brandon all fully, but you know, they got to get kind of creative with stuff that they have to kind of repackage all the time. I know this isn't like a repack or anything, but they got to get creative. They got to resell you another Darth Vader for like the 1,000th time, you know, and yeah, I feel like this is it, man. You know, this is very tempting to get. Obviously the cool TVC packaging on this full on retro. I wouldn't even pop that Vader out of that fucking thing. Like I would just leave that fucking TIE Advance in my ceiling. Nobody's gonna know there ain't nobody in that motherfucker. Who cares? But that card bag is just too goddamn sweet. I love it. It's super classic. And even the packaging on the whole thing, it has that classic Kenner packaging and shit. It even got like that Vader head, and they were pointing that floating Vader head. Like that's cool, man. You know, I'm not really over the top about like, oh, cool boxes. Like, yeah, take your shit out of the box, like whatever. But if it's a good presentation like that, I think it should be noted, you know. So I did see that, but 140, man, that's kind of fucking steep, man. I don't know about that. Maybe if it was like in that $100 price point, I think this thing would sell out instantly, you know. But maybe I could still see it selling out. I just see a lot of hype on it. A lot of people were really excited about it, man. Racing says you better train your cardio before SDC and show up early before the traffic gets killer. Yeah, I know, man. That shit gets super packed out. I've been one time, but it was like years ago, and I was just like, what the fuck did we even come to this shit? We just were like fucking driving back home all fucking pissed off. Like, fuck, that was fucking mess. Yo, Brick something says late. Yo, what up, Brick? What's good with you, man? Not too late. Still got a couple more topics. Try to catch up. Looks like that Samurai Predator was the only one I'm interested in. Oh fuck. Well, you want to mute me when I'm talking about that because I wasn't really digging it too much, but some people were. I have my likes and my gripes about it. Tav Wright Roscon drought. Yeah. Yeah, this is a Roscon drought, man. None of this Black Series is going to Roscon except for those Halloween figures. I feel like those are, but man, they're not going to get any of the good stuff. No fucking way, no fucking how. But yeah, like I was saying, Star Wars Black Series team, TVC or whatever the fuck have you, their team is definitely stepping their game up, man. And then we move into the Infinite Legions. And man, I actually had to rewatch this live stream because I could not pay attention that first time around. I was like, you know what? Like, just explain it to me like I'm a fucking kid. Explain it to me like I'm 10. And they actually I was like rewatching the live stream when I was going on their Instagram. I was like, oh, they got like a 3-minute video on here. I'll just watch this. I was like, cool. And yeah, actually, second time around that I was explaining it, I was like, okay, I could kind of understand the possibilities to this. Apparently this is going to be more of like a collab type of line, you know, so they're going to collab with like people that, you know, obviously have like their toy lines or their designs. And then yeah, the Four Horsemen are going to be able to kind of produce like figures based off of that. So you got the guy that produced the Glios figures. You got Faden, I believe this character's name is. And then I forgot the name of this one. And yeah, I guess it's just going to be like bulked up, more obviously Four Horsemen, Mythic Legions, Cosmic Legions scale size figures. So it's kind of reminds me of kind of like how Ultimate Edition kind of redid like the classic Playmates toys, or the Ultimates, you know, Super 7 Ultimates kind of wanted to redo the classic Playmates toys. It's just kind of like modernizing them a bit, you know, kind of bulking them up, sizing them up, kind of giving them more modern articulation. But the charm of the figure is still there, you know. It's still got like obviously the pop and swap. That's like the charm to the Legion stuff all the time. So a line that's also kind of based around that is pretty smart for them to kind of want to collab with. But going into the designs is not really for me. And like I don't want to say they look like shit or anything. I think they look fun enough, but I think I would want more like the classic Glio stuff. I think those toys actually look cool and fun. This to me kind of just reminds me of like Cosmic Legions, just like with another branding on it, you know. But the possibilities to the Infinite Legions branding now, it's like, okay, I can see them approaching other designers of other companies or other toy makers and stuff and saying, hey, let's do some kind of collab work, you know. And then they kind of maybe make like official like Four Horsemen style releases. That yeah, it's kind of like allowing these parts to now blend into their lines too, you know. Like man, I can see them going. Man, I know TMNT collabs with everybody, but like you can see like a Four Horsemen TMNT line. Maybe they collab with Playmates, maybe they collab with. I think they want to kind of more approach more indie type of creators, but if they kind of, I can't really like think of anything, but I know they have been in the toy game for fucking ever. I'm sure they have designers in mind that they want to specifically collab with, and yeah, kind of make their ideas into their own like Four Horsemen Legions type of figure, you know. So yeah, starting it off right here with these guys, or with this guy, this Glios guy. I was like, hey, this kind of fits what they already kind of do. It's got like that pop and swap ability, but to me, like I said, it's just I don't know, man. I'm just not to say that, like I said, these look like shit, but it's just not something I could fit in my collection already. And from my understanding, the Cosmic Legions aren't really like the hotter movers. So it's like if you're making something that kind of resembles that, it's like you're kind of burning people out when they would want something all new, kind of. Because I remember when I saw that Infinite Legions branding, I was like, oh, that sounds interesting. Like, I wonder what it could be. And then when I saw this, I was like, fuck, this just looks like Cosmic Legions and shit. But then obviously kind of hearing a little bit of the history of the guy and everything, I was like, oh, that's cool. It's cool that they, like I said, I'll bring it up in the past. It's cool that there's like these like toy companies that, stand the test of time. And maybe some of these aren't like some of the more popular toy makers or toys out there, but for these guys, they are like they have a rich understanding of toys and toy makers and different designers and stuff. So hey, man, if they wanted to kind of do something to kind of be able to bring those to their type of figures or their type of lines, like, hey, that's pretty cool for them. And I'm sure those designers are pretty stoked because yeah, listening to that guy, he was pretty excited about it. So it's cool on them. And then it also allows it to be a little bit more streamlined where you don't have to think up different designs. Like this Faden guy, if you look up images of like the classic little toy, it just looks just like that. Like, just like I said, more modern, more beefed up. So you don't really have to think up like these crazy different designs or crazy different names. It's already kind of done for them. Like, they just have to, like I said, produce the stuff and size it up or whatever. Obviously tweak it around. It's not gonna look like that. Like the classic toy isn't gonna have all this extra detail on it, but like the base of the character is already there. And then obviously the people they're collabing with obviously understand the history, importance to certain parts or whatever. So it could be fun. It could be fun, but coming out the gates, I just thought it was going to be a little bit more heat than this. But like I said, it's not bad. And I think right now you're able to pre-order them on their site. I think if you pre-order both of them, they're like $85, but individually they're 45. So it's not too bad. It's kind of regular price for like Allegiance and stuff, but yeah, I just imagined something completely different. So when I saw this, I was like, maybe I'll just wait to see more of their stuff before I even attempt to want to go in for any of this shit right now. Like I said, I'm more excited about like their Mythic Legions and their Figura Obscura stuff. Every time I see like the Cosmic Legion stuff, I'm just like, I don't know. It just kind of looks too similar to their other stuff, and like, I don't know, it's just something about it that I just not really into myself. But I know that there is a lot of fans of the stuff, so gotta wait to see. Just when these come out, and then just future releases, future drops, because I get excited about every time they do a Figura Obscura drop, and I'm always like, man, this is cool. What could it be? And I think I'm gonna get that same feeling with this. It's like, oh shit, Infinite Legion drop, and then it's just gonna be something crazy out there that looks completely different from what they're doing. This one not so much. Like I said, this reminds me just too much of Cosmic Legions, except for those head sculpts. But then the head sculpts, that's probably my least favorite part about the figure. I like that brain dude, but the one on the left is just, I don't know. Like I said, the classic toy looks fun. He just has like a little body, he's like cool little head and shit. This right here just looks, I don't know. It kind of looks like something else. I don't want to say. Raceland saying Metroid. Yeah, I don't know. Heartfast saying impatiently waiting for the Buzz Lightyear Ox Crew. Oh yeah. See, they do like inspiration like that, but like I said, now it's like more official. I think these guys would have wanted to do like an homage to this stuff on a Cosmic Legion line like before. They could have easily homaged these two characters, and I know the guy has like a whole line of different other designs. They could have easily been like, hey, we're just gonna homage this. So I think this is like their way to do it, but to make it like official, where I think recently they did like a G.I. Joe inspired character, and I was like, hey, that looks fucking cool. Like, but it's an homage, and they always do it with the Motu stuff all the time. They always do Motu stuff, but if they can do like official releases where it's like they can get like the designers of these companies involved, everybody wins. It's like they might even have more liberty to get like really close to the design, because a lot of the times it's kind of inspired. Now this kind of allows them to kind of really touch the essence of the characters. So Yeah, for me that's a little bit interesting, but I'm still gonna wait to see more of their other releases. Waiting for Small Soldiers, that'd be fucking sweet, bro. That'd be sweet. Pre-order both of these old school Micronaut style. Yeah, like I said, but like I said, for me the old school shit looks better. It just looks more fun. I would rather get that than this, but like I said, to bring it more into the modern day, that's where I do understand like the coolness to it, and yeah, like they're definitely gonna stand out though. Like once you actually probably get them in hand, I think they're gonna definitely have like a different kind of look to like the rest of the stuff that the Cosmic Legions is doing. The one on the left though, like I said, is just a little bit too. I don't know. It needs a little bit different, like different. Even though it looks just like the character, it's just like to me, it's just too like all the pouches are like the same color. It's just I don't know. I don't have the money for this shit, but for somebody it might be cool. Not my man Codenames. He says save your bread. Yeah, come on, Codenames. Can't all be bangers, bro. But they're not bad looking, you know. Omar, did you go in on that Chaos National Defender? Yeah, I'm waiting for Bomb Busby. Bomb Busby. And then I gotta get that fucking the Vigilante. I think I got that pre-ordered on 5K though. But man, be on the lookout for those muff toys, man. Those shit is gonna fucking sell out like crazy. They already do. But yeah, I got that chaos motherfucker coming soon. But Bomb Busby's lagging like a motherfucker, man. But yeah, moving on from here, I did want to touch on this because this happened to be, I believe, like 2 weeks ago, and yeah, I saw a lot of hype around it, man, and I did want to educate myself on what exactly it was because I remember watching that live stream and I was just like, "The fuck did I just watch? Like, was this a Cosmic Legion or what the fuck is this, dude?" I was just like, what? I was like, you made a whole nother line just to remake Cosmic Legions, just officially collab them. But then when I saw that the possibilities open to like all kinds of toy makers and all kinds of toy lines, I was like, oh fucking okay, well let's fucking see, man, let's see it. So I'm here for it. I'm here to check it out. And then moving into this human muscle model action figure from Keep Going. I did see this kind of pop up on 5K Toys. I believe it's only $41. Where man, I was like an artist and shit, I'd be all over this, man. You get like the anatomy and shit, good posing. It's like, yeah, this would be kind of cool because I've always, I forget what artist it was, but I remember he was talking about it where it's just like when you're an artist, yeah, you can stylize the character. You can have him has these huge arms, these huge legs, but the anatomy of the body is still the same. You know, it's still got to be around that same area, even though the proportions could be all different kinds of sizes. The shape of the body still got to resemble a fucking human body. So this to me, like if I was an artist, I'd be all over this more so than those Bandai figures that are just like blank, you know, bodies. This has like the actual muscle texture to it and all that stuff. And like I said, you if you pose it around correctly, you get like the direction of like how a muscle would move and all that stuff. I think it's great. And then even if you're not an artist, this just looks fucking crazy, dude. It's like a fucking inside out fucking body. Like, oh man, this looks fucking dope. You know, it's like kind of reminds me of fucking Dan to Dan. The fucking that body was just running through the streets. So I thought that was cool. $41 too. It's not a fucking bad price tag. You know, it's like I said, for like a good articulated figure that has something different. It's just something completely different. You know, it's like I think I've seen something like this similar before from Figma. I think it was. I know Figma gets crazy with like all that old like classic artwork, but yeah, this to me is just it's cool. It just has a toy, you know, in general. But it could still serve like that, like I was saying, like a purpose for like some kind of artist or something. Like I think it's cool. And then this, I was like, whoa, toyetic factor, baby. Hey, yo, this definitely has a little bit of fun to it. So a little blurred out accessory that I didn't see it in the accessory spread, but I don't think they could put it there, you know. And then they have like a gray edition where I don't know. I feel like the fun one is like that fucking that red where you really see like the muscles and everything. This just looks like I don't know, kind of maybe you could use it for like customizing and stuff. Because still it's still a good body, you know, it's still a good buck and stuff. So maybe you could do it for something else, but I feel like the fun is here. This is crazy, man. Like definitely cool. So $41, not bad price. You know, you get everything you pretty much need for this kind of character, you know. Um everything you need. So pretty cool. This is up on 5K Toys already, I believe. And like I said, it's only $41. And then I did see it up on sites like BBTS and stuff, but I'll probably go the 5K route. And then probably coming soon, 5K Toys is Snail Shell reissue or repaint. I mean, of this Greasa figure and shit. I was just fucking playing with mine. I just had mine in my haul. Like, I just like literally, I got all these like figures on HLJ, and this is like the first one I wanted to unbox. I was like, man, I've been waiting for this shit. Like, this is a crazy dope figure, man. It's just like they give no fucks when they're with their designs, man. They know what the fuck people want. And man, I actually didn't even look through the whole box of it, but man, did that first release come with all these accessories? Because I don't remember seeing all that in the solicitations. And after I was like getting the show ready, I was like, man, I gotta go through that box, see what all this comes with. Because man, this thing's got like an assault rifle and like mummy wraps and stuff. It looks fucking killer. Got like swords and shit, where I was like, man, I don't remember that shit with the first one. I was like, fuck, this is awesome. To the point that I almost want to get 2 of these, you know, just to kind of give some of these weapons to that first release. But man, cool that they're always kind of doing these repaints and stuff, and they look equally cool all the time to me. I always feel like some of the times I like them better, more so than the first one, you know. This one probably too. I actually do like this. It just looks more kind of more of a like character. The other one just has a little bit too much of a fucking anime look because she's all blue and shit, but because she's dead, it works. But this looks good. I always do like their like second editions or whatever, you know. It's just like different paint jobs and stuff, but they fucking work, man. It's killer shit. So gotta be jumping on this pre-order when it goes live. I just saw solicitations popping up, but I didn't see anything on HLJ yet, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna go up probably sometime next week and stuff. And I love the price points on these fucking toys, man. It's just like you're not breaking the bank. Like I'm starting to see Figmas now for like $100. I'm just like, fuck. And that's actually been for a minute. Has actually been for a while that they've been getting priced up, but now stuff that I never really thought would be that expensive is actually tipping those scales, and I'm like, no way. So to see this is like cool, you know. It's like you're dropping like $50 or whatever, and you get a pretty good figure. It's like good articulation, and it doesn't feel like shit, you know. So I always do like that, and the paint too. I always love like the matte finish on them. They're not like glossy and cheap and stuff. So you got that little jar figure, and then you got another jar empty. And you're into the furries, guys. Who isn't? It looks like Ladu Toys. It's coming with another drop. So I know this little wolf girl's hitting right now. It's starting to ship out. I haven't pre-ordered it, man. But man, every time I look pictures of it, I'm like, man, do I like furries? Fuck, I think I do. Oh man, this looks pretty good, you know. And shit, like I said, I do like One Piece for that. It's like, man, they actually got me to enjoy furries, bro. Like no cap, you know. So man, I'm probably gonna jump on this Ladu one before it sells out, because I am seeing a lot of people hyped up about it. And then to see that they're coming with more, it's like, all right, fuck yeah, baby. Mink Tribe coming. Got the Mink Tribe coming. So be on the lookout for that. No other information popping up for this figure. It's just these 2 images that I was able to kind of get together. A shout to Liquid, man. If you guys don't follow Liquid on his social medias, that guy's awesome, bro. Human muscle model could pass for a decent looking colossal titan. Yeah, you're right about that. I did see that. There's a bunch of titans coming out for fucking Rebel Tech, huh? Again, instant grab. This is replacing my Figma human anatomy fig. Yeah, there you go. Poses look great. Yeah, the human anatomy fig, that's the one. But yeah, this one to me just looks just a little bit better, maybe a lot of it. Who knows? They canceled the cock. Blocked. Oh, what? No way. No fucking way. Did they? That's a miss. That sucks. This is the first time I want a cock. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Competition for Figuarts Krillin Key Effect. Yeah, there you go. Yo, shout to Diggs. Gotta include that love muscle. Yup, that's the number 1 muscle you need, bro. You don't even need to work out anything else. This is the real reason Omar started the stream on Monday. I know. I kind of said it towards the end. I was like, man, it's like if I start off with those types of toys, it's like, turn it off. It's like, we're not watching this today. I was kind of trying to push this towards the end, you know. It's just like, fuck, I know it gets more late night, you know, you get into the late night stream, the late night topics. So you got me saying I want cock and I love furries. Hey, yo. Damn. Diggs, Toe Jam, and Earl was bumping for a bit here. Hey, yo. Omar, don't be showing images of my side piece. That's not cool, yo. I know, man. It's that tail. It's that fucking tail that I love, bro. So you got good tail, man. Oh, but yo, pushing it towards the end of the stream, we got to talk about this Mesco 112 Batman the animated series, somewhat controversial figure. I didn't really think it would be, man, but a lot of people were kind of mixed reviews on this guy. The one thing I gotta agree with though, off the bat, I fucking hate these goddamn renders, man. It's just like, bro, I know you guys are gonna have this fucking model at SDCC. It's just like you could have at least posed this out. Like, come on. I know it's gonna be a prototype or whatever, or not full final production sample, but like, come on, dude. This just looks, it's hard to see what you're looking at. But the one thing that I gotta agree with the majority of the people is that I don't really like the head sculpts too much, you know. I'm willing to overlook it because I still went in and locked this up 116. I think it's fairly decent price. I'm kind of glad it's not fucking closer to that goddamn frog. That shit was overpriced. My stupid ass right there putting my credit card information in. This 116, I thought this was cool, man. I was like, you know what, man? Who doesn't love Batman the animated series? Who doesn't love that fucking yellow bat symbol on the chest? Like, God, man, every time I see that, fuck, bro, that's it right there. That's it for me, man. That's like first time I ever saw Batman the animated series. I still remember to this day, bro. Like, me and my brother would watch that shit. And like now when I look at the episodes, like I've gone back and watched them on like Max. It's like we watched this shit as kids. Like, this is good adult TV, you know, like low key, man. Like the storylines on there, designs to the characters. Even to this day, I still hear Mark Hamill's voice. I still hear fucking Kevin Conroy's voice. That's the voice of Batman forever, 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 forever. I don't care what actors out there. I don't care how many times Christian Bale's gonna fucking yell into his fucking mic, "Where is she?" It's like, bro, that ain't Batman's voice, dude. Hold up, hold the fuck up, man. I'm not wearing hockey pads. It's like, bro, that shit's just too rough, my dude. It's like, soften that throat, guy. Hey, yo. But man, going back to this figure, this is fucking awesome. I thought it looked good, man. I thought it looked good, but like I was saying, I have to agree, man. These head sculpts, it's just something about like the shape of his head is just missing the mark, you know. And you really see it when you compare that Tony Mays custom from a couple years ago. It's just like, this is better to me. Where the body, it's like, all right, I'll probably give it to Mezco. You know, it's got like, I would trust Mezco's body more and their soft goods. Here, I'll trust them more. This doesn't look bad. But the head sculpt right here, I feel like if this head sculpt was on that Mezco body, it would just be a lot better. It would just be a lot better. Where this guy even cooked Mezco. They gave him the fucking unmasked Bruce Wayne head sculpt. It's like, Mezco, where the fuck you at, bro? Like, you skimping out. I was like, no, man. Like, I like the Mezco body, but I like those head sculpts more, man. Where maybe even now looking at them, it's like, yeah, that jaw's a little bit wide on here, but I think I would have wanted that. I would have wanted that on this Mezco. Something about this is just like, it's just not square enough. It's just, I don't know, something fucking weird. It's just something weird about it, but it's not enough to keep me away. I still think it's like, obviously I didn't get this goddamn Tony Mays, but it's just something about it that I was just not fully happy with. But seeing that they're gonna do the Joker, I know they teased out the Joker the same time they teased this Batman out. And obviously you get them right here in the solicitations. Man, just getting these two, I'd be happy. But the possibility of getting that entire Rogues Gallery from Mezco, Batman the Anime Series editions, I'm jealous of those Mondo collectors that are collecting that line, bro. I always say it, man. Like, that to me is like, I would kill to just have all those figures, like, just in the 1/6 display. Like, fucking awesome. This is as close as I'm gonna get, bro. So I want to start off obviously with the Batman. You can't miss bats. And yeah, I think it's good enough. And like I said, the body to me, it's very hard to translate that animation to a fucking real world, you know, into to a toy. But I feel like they did good enough. You know, he's got that wide chest and shit. Obviously seeing the soft goods, it's kind of jarring because obviously it's a fucking cartoon. And that's what I always say about translating cartoons into like action figures. It's very hard if you're not doing plastic, you know. But I feel like this is good, you know, just the like everything from the fucking neck down, I love, but it's just something about that head sculpt that it has on there on the body right there, that one all the way on the left, and the one in the middle especially. It's like, I've never seen that head on fucking that Batman cartoon. No fucking way. I never seen it. So I'm just like, man, what the fuck, bro? So it's like, come on. You're telling me Tony Mays some fucking third party customizer dude cooked you guys. Like, come on, guys, what are we doing? What are we doing? You know, it's like they could have just that was the only thing that was plastic. That should have been the easiest thing. So you fucking idiots. But I do like the Mesco body better. I just like it better. It's not like look at the biceps on this Tony Mazo. It's just motherfuckers too jacked. Hey, he was pretty jacked on that show too. So I don't know. If I had this one, I would definitely be looking at them side by side, kind of close up. But I still think that Mesco one's still cool. Like for 116 too, it's like that's pretty fair price, you know. Omar, don't be showing images of my side piece. Oh shit! I thought you were talking about side by side. Zoo. I thought you were playing about the Mesco shipping, but goddamn, yeah, bro, that shit is no fucking joke, dude. That's why I was like, I'm pre-ordering this somewhere else. They can go fuck themselves. I ain't got no credit on here, so I'm good. I'm happy that wasn't exclusive. That would have been sucked ass, dude. I remember when they did that with the Green Ranger and the White Ranger. I was like, you goddamn pieces of shit. I got them both, but man, still, fuck them. You know, because it's like you're forcing me to get this shit through your site, you piece of shit. This right here, though, like I said, I would have been happy with this like head sculpt on that body. Obviously, kind of in scale and proportion correctly, but it's like the shape of the head is exactly what I imagined, like in 3D. You know, this right here is just fucking. It's like they fucking didn't even watch the goddamn cartoon. Like, what are you guys doing? It's like, what are you guys doing? You know, and then like just the other accessories, I'm like, it's pretty cool. You know, it's not bad. You know, it's just I would have wanted a fucking Batmobile with them, but fuck them. No, just kidding. I still got that McFarlane. I could just pop this in the McFarlane, so I'll be happy with that. But yeah, overall, it's not bad. Not a bad release, you know. And I was waiting for this to go up for pre-order. I remember looking at that head sculpt, and I didn't like it even from that first teaser image because I believe they just showed the head. They just showed the head to him, and they just showed the head to the Joker. And I remember thinking instantly. I think I even brought it up. I was just showing that Tony Mays head sculpt again too. I was like, yo, this guy cooked these guys for this, you know. So hopefully it looks better in hand. Maybe we might see images of this at SDCC, but I still don't think it was a deal breaker. I still think it's cool enough for like a good cop, you know. It's like, yeah, it's just gonna have to do, man. You know, it's that fucking animated series look in a good 112 form. I think this is probably gonna be the best animated series Batman we ever get, unless Muff Toys decides to do it. Yeah, this is gonna be good enough. So I'm happy to go in for the pre-order. Because I did miss out on this Tony Mays, but I remember when he was putting that up for sale. I was like, damn, that shit looks dope as fuck. I was like, that shit looks cool. Maybe the cape's a little bit too long on that one. You know, stuff about that one that I don't like. Even like the trunks and stuff, they look a little bit baggy and shit, a little bit too long. But you know, this is a customizer, so I would expect Mesco to kind of handle them there. Even though, like I said, I feel like Muff Toys is cooking Mesco when it comes to the soft goods game, man. They are killing it, bro. So be on the lookout for this. I believe ships out sometime at the end of the year, I think. Actually, I can't even fucking remember. But yo, Mesco Con 2025 coming June 25th. So around the time of fucking end of the month. So we're starting to see maybe some exclusives. Maybe that fucking car to the Dark Nocturnal. I hope not. Shit. I hope not, because it's gonna be an expensive month coming in July. But we gotta wait to see that. And I think it might be, because I remember I think 2 years ago they did that mech right before the con. Get ready, guys. Get ready. Get those wallets ready. Get those wallets ready, guys. Get those funds right, because yeah, it's just probably gonna be a pretty penny, probably closer to $400. I don't know if it's gonna be worth that, but I am excited to see that. See when it goes up for pre-order. My boy B Rivera, yeah, boy. Shout out to B Rivera, man. I know he's copying that shit. So I'm just scared to click on the chat sometimes. I thought he was gonna. I thought he said that black and then something else that rhymes with Doc. I was like, whoa, what are we talking about here? And saving the best for last. Well, not quite, but we are moving along. Moving to the McFarlane toys. They had a little live stream kicking off, so they showed off some upcoming figures. So we get this Kingdom Come comic book cover edition to Soups. It's kind of dumb that Todd does this, but hey, man, you know he's gotta reuse these bodies, guys. All right, not all figures are gonna be snail shells with the big fucking titties, okay, guys? So it's got to repack these somehow. And then the live stream started showing off newer stuff. So we got a classic Deathstroke. I think this shit looks dope as fuck, man. I'm kind of kicking myself for getting the past releases. And then Beast Boy. It's not really a Beast Boy. It's taller than Deathstroke, but cool looking figure. I do like him. I just kind of bummed that he never finished that classic, not not the classic, but the animated series Teen Titans. They only put out that Cyborg, and then I was like, man, I can't wait to get the other figures, and they never came, man. So I don't know if you could use that with this. Kind of looks more comic book / animated look, but I don't know. Maybe they get me for the Beast Boy, but I don't really have any other Titans. But maybe now that they're showing off this classic Deathstroke, they might start pumping out more of these Teen Titans, kind of more comic book or old school editions. Then we got Metron and Mirror Master also coming. That fucking that Metron right there with that chair, that shit looks gnarly as fuck. So cool. And then we get a little Flash villain kind of up the ranks on that Rogues Gallery for him. I know they did the Captain Cole recently and stuff, so it's cool that they're doing other villains, other types of characters, not just fucking Batman Rogues Gallery over and over. And then Superboy, no fucking soft goods jacket, or at least they didn't show it off, but I can imagine maybe they try to work on one maybe for him. Hopefully it would be cool to kind of get like a little soft goods coat on them. I know they've done it with like Jonah Hex before and stuff, so they can put something together for him. I don't see why not. And then classic Wonder Woman. That's like a little bit too classic for me, but it is cool if you don't have a Wonder Woman figure already. And then I think he's doing like a more modern look. If you didn't pick up that last release, it sold out like crazy. He's packing that in with the Godzilla and stuff. And then we get Steve Trevor. So cool little army look to him. Got the fucking general fatigues on and everything. So that was pretty dope, man. It looked pretty dope. If you want to pop and swap that with something else. And then we get a Merciless and a Batman Who Laughs 2-pack coming soon. So that's a cool head sculpt on that Merciless. But I think I'm good on this shit, man. It's like these are the dark days of DC Multiverses, that fucking death metal shit, man. So I don't know why the fuck he's going back. Like, stay the fuck away, Todd. And then we get Stephanie Brown, Batgirl. I'm copping this. I got the other Batgirl, so I need her to kind of team up with her and shit. Got the soft goods cape on it, a little cloak or whatever, so that looks cool. And then we got the Disco Nightwing. My man looking spick and span, bro. Holy fuck. That looks fucking cool. I like that. I don't know if I need it, but I think if I see that in store, I'm copping that shit, bro. That Nightwing costume is something. But every time you see it, it's like, man, this dude fucks, bro. And then we get a fucking I forget what edition of Batman this is, but a new Batman. Who cares what it is? You know he's gonna pack into Batman. It's not a bad looking one either, man. You know, it's just it's just overkill, you know. So we get that Batman, and then I forget the Monarch is his name right here on the right. Yeah, that's his name. So cool little, more of a deluxe type of figure, what it looks like, at least, you know, probably gonna upcharge that shit. And then we get the Sandman, and what's the name of this guy right here on the left? It's like that classic JLA shit. Or is it J? No, it's JSA stuff. What's his fucking name? Miracle Man. So cool to kind of get more of these characters. I think he's gonna fill out that team pretty good. The Sandman looks gnarly as fuck. I think that head sculpt get popped on a lot of other stuff. I don't know. I haven't really picked up too many of these JSA characters, but it is cool that he's kind of filling out that team also. You know, he's done a lot of them already, you know. Every time I see people taking pictures of that whole set, I'm just like, yeah, that shit looks dope as fuck. So I kind of kicking myself for not going in for a lot of them, because yeah, I don't want to start now. It's gonna be like fucking good amount of money and kind of fill out a team that I'd be not really fucking with a lot of the times. And then we get another Azrael Bat, and then a Batwing 2.0. I don't know, bro. I feel like these would be cool for like a kid. Like if you get these as gifts for like a little kid that likes Batman, doesn't know shit about it too much, it's like these just look like awesome action figures, you know. But for me, I'm good. But that Azrael Bat, he's used that body a shit ton of times, and I don't know. I think this is probably the least favorite colorway. And then that Batwing looks, like I said, you get that to a kid, he's gonna have all kinds of fun with that shit, you know. And then I forgot the version of this Batman too, but look at the ears on that motherfucker. Holy shit, bro. How do you fit into your car with that shit, man? So that would get annoying, you know. But yeah, it's just like I said, overkill on these Batman figures, man. And this is kind of run through the Bandai stuff real quick, man. We got some SH Figuarts coming. We got the One Piece section, Kizaru. I was calling him Kizaru, but yeah, one of the admirals, the Navy admirals. This dude is strong as fuck. Every time I would see him come on the screen, I'm like, oh fuck, these motherfuckers are dead. Everybody's dead. He's killing everybody. Kind of a goofy kind of design sometimes, like his face expressions and stuff. But yeah, pretty badass dude. This is more from the later episodes though. So like I said, I've kind of been annoyed by that they kind of jump around so many times, but the company's gonna do that. They're not gonna give the specific looks that people want because then you ain't gonna buy this one. This is gonna be the least favorite one. The one thing I'm not digging though is that fucking coat, man. That shit looks like a goddamn transformer. It's got all these joints on it. People, the customizers are working on something right now. They're definitely gonna put together a soft goods coat for them and stuff. So I know they did that with that Law figure. They kind of gave him a new jacket and shit. So be on the lookout at GPS Law for that. But yeah, I could probably hold off on this. But like I said, this dude's fucking strong as fuck, man. He's right here tangling with fucking Gear 5 Luffy. Yeah, he's tough as fuck. If you haven't watched One Piece, he can control light. He can even turn himself into light. And then we got Dabi from My Hero Academia. They're starting to tease out more villains to this line. They were doing a lot of the fucking heroes. Now we got some of the fucking super villains. I'm not gonna go on my Hero Academia rant. I've said it plenty times. I can't get into this shit. But it's kind of cool that they are continuing this line fairly fast too, man. They've actually pumped out a good amount of characters. I want to say almost as much as Amazing Yamaguchi. I think they're just about the same now. I can't really have them counted up in my head, but I think they've done just about the same. So it's Bandai being Bandai, man. They definitely pump it out when they want to, So it is cool to kind of give out some of the villain side, to kind of really get some dynamic posing, dynamic kind of photography going on and stuff. And picked up some of their other releases. And then we get Reze from fucking Chainsaw Man, upcoming Reze arc or movie should be showing soon. We got fucking Bomb Girl. Oh man, she got that bomb. Hey yo, hey, I don't know too much about this character. I know she's gonna be like a main character in the upcoming movie, I think. But figure wise, looks pretty cool, man. The designs on the Chainsaw Man stuff was just so fucking gnarly, dude. Like that bomb as a head, like the devil, the devil bomb or the bomb devil or whatever. Like that shit looks fucking gnarly. So I definitely am intrigued by this character. I want to know more about it, but it looks like Bandai's already kind of showing off a figure to it. So be on the lookout for that. That does look fucking cool, So like I said, she got that bomb. And then Smile Fest 2025. I probably gotta update myself on this. I haven't really paid too much attention, but they are gonna do like a little pop-up in Osaka on the 21st. So I'll probably be kind of updating myself on what's going on there, because they did show off a shit ton of stuff that I'm not even gonna get into right now. Like some of these like Figma Guyver figures, got these things on display there already. And then they got a whole slew of other cool shit like Nendoroids, different kind of Figmas and stuff that I do want to get into. Like this Gerald figure that actually went up for pre-order. So this is already up on HLJ. And like I said, this thing looks expensive, bro. Like it looks cool as fuck, but it's expensive. It's like $105 on there, like that's pricey, dude. Like that's very pricey. Where I don't know, before I felt like this would have been like $80 or something, easy. But the figure itself looks pretty fucking good. I haven't really watched The Witcher myself and stuff, but I've always heard nothing but good things about it. I know this is more like from the video game and shit, I think. And like I've said in the past, it's pretty smart of Good Smile and like Figma to kind of lean into the video game stuff when you got all these other companies making all these other comic book shits and all this other stuff, I've even heard Bandai is going to get into the comic book Marvel stuff, so got to be on the lookout for that. If that leak is got some legs to it, that might be game changing, so we got to wait to see that. But yeah, this Gerald figure looks fucking dope as fuck, and that's coming from somebody that doesn't know shit about the guy, It looks cool. It just does. It has a really cool look to him. So be on the lookout for that. And then a couple teases from fucking Mayfex. We got the fucking T1000 and then John Connor. So hasta la vista, baby. So that's gonna be fucking dope. I'm glad I copped that fucking Terminator 2 T800. That fucking Arnold. That shit is fucking dope ass figure. And I've seen a lot of people customizing that Terminator 1 T800 to like a red hood. Fucking genius, bro. I was like, man, that works so well. Kind of want to make me backtrack on that and buy like a red hood third party Hasco, because that does look cool. These two, I'm probably copping. Like, man, to Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Man, I still remember the first time I watched that shit. My uncle showed us that movie. I was scared to fucking death, bro. I was like a little ass kid. I was like, fuck, dude. Every time this motherfucker came on the screen, I was fucking terrified of him. Not because he was a cop. Not because he was a cop, just because he was scary as fuck. Oh man, it was terrifying, man. And then the John Connor, it's like fucking classic fucking movie. I love it, man. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. So definitely going in for this and excited that they might do a Sarah Connor figure. I'm hoping that's probably the next one that comes out. I would definitely get her too. She was fucking killer in that. So yeah, be on the lookout for these. These are just early looks items, so I'm probably going up for pre-order sometime this month, maybe next week, maybe the week after and stuff. So be on the lookout for that. But that's it, guys, because until the next time that we meet, hopefully there isn't more fucking riots going on that's gonna prevent me from doing a show. Nah, that wasn't the reason I postponed it or anything. But man, yeah, I was, like I said, I was really busy this weekend and stuff. But definitely want to get into the live stream and talk some toys with you guys, man. Because man, there's cool shit. Like I said, there's cool shit all the time. Fucking shout out to fucking Valaverse, bro. Get yourself some Valaverse, man. I got a show for that, bro. Hopefully he sends me free stuff. Man, there's cool stuff all the time, man. Constantly. Like I said, it's like it's a little bit overwhelming sometimes. We're just like pre-ordering stuff. It's like, man, who has time to open all this shit and really play with everything? It's like sometimes I feel like it's overkill and stuff. But it's still fun, you know. It's still fun to still have this hobby, and it's good to see that it's healthy. It's not really, I know when the terror started popping off and all this stuff, and this still could happen, a lot of people were kind of thinking, man, this is the death of the hobby. I was even talking about it, you know. But yeah, it's good to see that it's still alive and well, and it looks like there's no slowing it down. Like there's nothing really that can slow it down. Like it went through a whole pandemic. It's going through these like fucking huge tariff wars, trade wars and stuff. And man, we're still seeing more and more and more and more. So I'm always excited to come in here and talk about it with you guys, man. Like I've said in the past, I really enjoy just kind of getting to chat. Like I'm just up here talking to myself and stuff, but I always get a kick reading your guys' chats and stuff. Hopefully I read out as many as I can from you guys, because yeah, like I said, it's trying to focus on the slides and stuff, but kind of paying attention to the chat. Only one guy, guys, give me a break, you know. But I dig it, man. I enjoy it a lot, so I'm really thankful for that, man. But that's it, guys. That's all I have for the evening, man. Until next time, episode 53. I keep saying I want to get back to that weekly shit, man, but it's definitely something I really got to get back to, because I really do enjoy doing this shit weekly. You know, it's a lot easier to keep track of this stuff too. Like I don't gotta backtrack so far and stuff, man. So be on the lookout for that. Hopefully next week we get another show popping. If not, the week after for sure. Even if I have to do it a day later, I'm definitely gonna be on it, guys. So until the next one, man, you guys take care of yourselves. Keep buying those stuff. Keep collecting. And I'll see you guys on the next one, man. Peace out.